course, I'm like, let me not go first because I'm doing all this, so hopefully she won't call on me. And you're like, bees, and I'm like, well, okay. So yes, hello everybody, Big B's here. Super excited to be playing this. My mind completely went blank and I forgot everything right now. So yay.
Lunar, are you still muted?
Oh. Wait, am I muted?
Who's muted? Somebody's muted here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do the thing while you do the thing. Cool, great. What is up, everyone? Big B's here. I am a variety streamer, TTRPG content creator, and as of like last week, writer of one shots. I am also a voice actor and pixel artist. Super excited to be playing this game tonight and do the best I can to fully fuel Matt's nightmare fuel for the next year. So we'll see if I can do that.
What he doesn't know is that he's already done that, and now he's just exceeding everyone's expectations. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt. Dungeon Matter on Twitter. I make TTRPG and D&D content, including this game tonight, which is a hack of the 2400 system by Jason Tachi. It's a really wonderful game, and we've just decided to kind of make it our own. Other than that, I'm really happy to run the game here for these wonderful folks and see what kind of chaos they can produce.
We're good at chaos. I actually was not muted. My microphone was set wrong.
To jump back in real quick,
microphone. So,
if we make this 75 goal for Matt,
yeah,
I will do the truffle shuffle. Just gonna put that out there.
We do it on screen.
Oh shit! Shit!
On stream.
What? So
tonight?
Yeah, tonight on stream.
When we hit that 75.
Rad. So yes, because I was having issues with my microphone, you all didn't get to hear me say that in the chat you will see like a link pop up now and then that says that if we can raise $75 on Matt's Ko-fi, however the heck you're supposed to say that website, he has agreed to publish it. And so, ! Publish if you want to get the link and make a contribution. If we can hit him at $75 tonight as a reward, Bees has said he will do the truffle shuffle for us all. So there you go. Yeah, I'm Gamer Mom Luna. This is my channel. Welcome. Usually I've gotten a lot better about these microphone issues, but as you can see, I do still have my moments. I will save the rest of my stuff for later on another time. Amber.
I'm actually donating $10 to Matt's Ko-fi right now.
No, it's just to see the truffle shovel. That's what it is.
That's it.
Actually, that's literally what the comment says. I just want to see Bees do the truffle shovel.
Sounds right.
But yeah, hi everyone. I'm Amber. I like to throw money at my friends, but also, I'm also known as the Space Jamber on Twitter and also now on Twitch. Wow, I stream the TTRPG Study Hall on Tuesday nights, where we all get together for 3 hours on Tuesdays and just have some like cozy hangs. We do some, we chat, we work on projects together because I constantly have 6,000 projects because I'm also a TTRPG editor and writer, and just all-around content creator. I do a little bit of everything. So if you're ever in the need for your projects to be polished or marketed or whatever, let me know. You can find me at thespacejamber.cool. If you have a commission, I'm doing the redesign for my card here in a couple days. So lots of stuff to promo, but also go give Matt your money so that we can see Bees do the truffle shuffle.
It's literally the only reason now.
That's what it is. Don't even watch the stream. Don't even. Just turn it off now. Well, we'll come back and it'll just be a whole stream of Bees doing the truffle shovel because that's what we're really here for. I'll make a new game. It's just going to be about the truffle shovel. I'll call the game the truffle shovel. That's a pretty
yeah.
That would actually be a really good Caltrap core game by Taitanamaki.
Yeah, that's a good one. What about you, Wolf?
Hi.
Wolfie,
Hi.
it's good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too. Hey, everybody. It's 2012 Wolf's Blood, and that's all I'm going to say because you guys need to pop over to Coffee right now and make sure that you are donating to make sure the Bees is going to do the Truffle Shuffle tonight.
Aw.
Find me here.
You ever had those moments where you say something and it's just instant regret? Me neither. Me neither.
Incredible.
Can I point out that we are currently at 80% of the $75 goal?
Serious? Oh my god! All right. Well, I will say this: if somehow we manage to hit 150 tonight, I will not only publish this game, but I will also come up with a Truffle Shuffle TTRPG.
That's
I thought you were going to do the Truffle Shuffle with me. I was about to say, hey,
I'm going to throw down on that too. I'll do it. If we get to 150.
We get to 150, you get both Matt and Bees
Oh my
doing
God.
the Truffle Shuffle and writing the Truffle Shuffle. Well, Matt's going to write the Truffle Shuffle. Bees did not agree
yeah,
to that one.
I'm not writing that. No,
No.
I do not want to make that worse. No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you all. This is a lot. This is a lot. We just hit the goal already. So, holy crap. We haven't even played the game,
Because
people.
this is the best community
Oh my
ever.
god. Oh my god. All right, we're starting it over. Now, the game is going to get published one way or another. Hopefully you like it. If you do, feel free to throw money
Yep.
there. If not,
And I am already at least going to do the Truffle Shuffle.
There you
yeah.
go.
Is that going to start now? now?
No, that's at the end of the
You
game.
got to stay through the whole stream in order
Yeah.
to see that.
You gotta stay till the end. It's a post-credit scene.
Post-credit
Yeah,
scene.
credit titties. That's
All right.
what it is.
If we hit the 150, can we get one when we free the P and then one at the end?
Oh.
I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And then we'll do it like this: 150. We'll do one at break, one at the end, and then you publish the Truffle Shuffle game. If we hit, I want to say 200, then you do the Truffle Shuffle with me at the end.
Okay. All right.
Oh, boy.
This is the next level of stretch goals. This is live action stretch goals.
You're-
That's how we do it here.
That's how we roll,
Thank you all.
man.
Thank you all for your generosity. Even though it's about that Truffle Shuffle, I will definitely be using it to publish this game. That we are definitely going to be playing tonight at some point. Maybe we should do that.
We should do that. We've been
Yeah.
super excited about
Yeah.
this game. We should dive right in.
With that, this game again is a hack of the 2400 system by Jason Tachi, but I call it the Crashlands. It's a sci-fantasy western, mixing a lot of genres. So we'll kind of slow it down for a second, and I want each of you to picture a cold, dark desert, and in that rock and sand, there's a very small hole. And we see a very small, mouse-like creature, large dark eyes, kind of thin, longer ears, ventures out from the den in those wee hours before the morning. These large eyes hungrily searching for food. Hop, hop, hop. It stops and takes a drink of water, a couple dewdrops on a single blade of grass that has managed to survive here. As it does so, a very large scorpion watches on silently, their stinger twitching eagerly. There's a slow scuttling of legs as this scorpion crawls silently towards this small rodent. As the scorpion tail rears up, we see the rodent's jaw unhinge and split open, whirling around, enveloping and consuming this scorpion in a flurry of violent movement. As it contentedly ambles away, its ears perk up, and you hear a rumbling, a low roar in the air. And then suddenly this rodent is flattened completely by the massive metal wheel of a smoking arc wagon as it roars by, carrying violence and greed. Now on that arc wagon, essentially a carriage where instead of horses at the front, there are two giant metal wheels, each of them about 6 feet high or 6 feet in diameter, and the rear end hovering, floating off of the ground, just roaring through the dark morning of this desert. Inside of it, currently being thrown about and punched in the face, we see Beeze's character, Jedediah. Do you want to go ahead and describe what Jedediah looks like?
Me. Okay. So what you see is a tall, lanky. Well, he's not lanky. He's tall. He's very cut, and just deadpan, stoic look on his face. And he has a poncho on, and you see him look up, and he spits on the ground. And as everything's going on, you see his eyes shift around quick as he's just counting everything around him, and then he just steps behind a cactus, and you see.
Oh no, you're in the middle of of this arc wagon right now. You're in the interior.
I'm on it. Oh, okay.
No, you're inside of it. Now, you've just been punched in the face.
Okay. So then, so he's as he gets hit, then you're gonna see him throw back the poncho, and as you see it, the poncho flings back. He reaches down, grabs his pistols, and just aims right there. And you really want to play this game with me today? 'Cause I'm itching to have fun.
A shape looms up over you in the interior of this arc wagon. A very, very enormous man, shaved head, large metallic arms, chuckles, and he says, Yeah, I think I do. And then we see outside of this arc wagon, which is trailing smoke. In the gas of that smoke, there is a man, long, wispy, thin, white hair, tattered, torn, beige robes, very weathered skin, and he's holding in his hand some type of rod, some type of idol, a sort of scepter, and he's slowly ambling his way forward on this arc wagon to who's sitting in the front, which is Amber's character, Copper, trying to take control of this vehicle. Amber, do you want to describe Copper?
Absolutely. So Copper, full name Copper Robotussin, no relation to the cough medicine known today. So Copper is an android, and they have soft blue synth skin. They're actually a refugee from the disaster that has actually been established here, and they have a bit of a more like formal demeanor. Like they for an android, they are they do stand like ramrod straight back, shoulders back, just try to speak very clearly and delicately whenever they are encountering a situation, and they have a hat. They have a hat that's brown dipped with a buckle and a neck strap and a bowl brim. It's just like an exquisite hat. But yeah, so Copper is, working tirelessly to get control of the arc wagon here, and they're just like, okay, well, if we track a little bit more to the left here, maybe by my calculations, I think that maybe we could possibly avoid further danger. I think.
Yeah, Copper, as you're sitting there at the front of this arc wagon, there are these two enormous metal wheels that are just churning through the sand and rock in front of you, hurtling you forward. And the engine of it, which is below your seat, and is in between those two wheels, is giving off an immense amount of smoke. It's very, very, very hard to see it would be incredibly hard to breathe if you could. And you can see that there are sparks kind of flying from the controls of this arc wheel. It's very much out of control. What do you do?
Okay. Well, they tuck, the little bits of their hair, like it's like silvery white hair, like underneath the hat to make sure that it wouldn't get caught, like in, any of the mechanical bits underneath their seat. And they open up their seat and, get to work. Actually, like pull out their repair tools and start doing some wiring and some engineering, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I want you to choose which aspect of this you want to do. What is your goal in here right now?
At least to get it to stop smoking.
Okay, so more than anything, you want it to stop smoking. Okay, so let's go with we'll probably call that an engineering check here. And the way that the mechanic of this game works for everyone watching at home is they are each skilled in unique ways, but can pretty much roll anything possible. If they are skilled, they get a bigger die. But the game works like this: if you roll a 1 or a 2, it is a failure. If you roll a 3 or a 4, it is either a partial success or like a success with a cost. And if you roll a 5 or above, it is definitely considered a success. And the bigger the number, the better the result is. With that, every time they do something, if there is a risk, I will tell them that. Otherwise, they won't need to roll. So, Copper, in this moment, as you're trying to just stop this thing from smoking, I'll have you roll engineering. The risk here is that you make the situation worse.
Okay. So that's my D8?
Yep, that is absolutely a D8 for you.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. That's a huge success. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. You do. You kind of reach down in there, and you can see that some of the sparks are hitting a loose cable that is like pumping some type of like grease down in there, and is making all this smoke churn up behind you as it's about to ignite further. And you can see that as you kind of clamp off a valve in there, and the oil stops spurting out, the smoke thins enough that you can actually see out of the corner of your eye that there is a man who is crawling on top of this arc wagon towards you. He's rearing up with this scepter in hand, and he is muttering something, and you can see a glowing red energy begin to swirl around this scepter. What do you do?
Golly, no. This is absolutely not becoming of somebody. And then can I, aim the tranq gun at them to maybe tranquilize them?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will call that a shooting check.
Great.
So you're going to roll that. Since you're not trained in that, it's just a D6. The risk here is that he does something before. The risk here is that he gets off his magic before you're able to do anything about it.
Okay, great. I rolled a 2.
I'm
probably a little bit too distracted by the potential fire and by everything under mechanically to focus on freaking magic. So
yeah, so there is a flash of red light, and as you wince and pull back, your vision recollects, and you are no longer on top of this arc wagon roaring through the desert. Instead, you are at the happiest place that you've been in your life. Where is that for Copper?
Perhaps the repair bay that they were created in for the first time. That's the happiest place, because that's kind of where they learned how to repair things too. So
okay, yeah, absolutely. I think as we're kind of looking down into that wiring in that interior of that room, I think we see a camera kind of zoom into the darkness of some wires and zoom out into the darkness of the desert, where instead we see Luna's character, Lucky, and Wolf's character, Elias, both rapidly riding as fast as they can to catch up with this arc wheel. they are being harassed as we hear the sound of a shotgun, as we can see that there is a woman with wild red hair sitting in an arc wheel, one of these singular wheeled, rear end hovering kind of future motorcycles that is harassing both of them as they chase after this wagon. Luna, why don't you describe Lucky as she's riding her horse?
So, Lucky is also an android, and her, her exterior color is kind of like a grayish gunmetal type color, and she has a head that looks very similar to the Iron Giant, which she actually takes a lot of pride in, and her hat looks kind of similar to the one that I am wearing. It is like a tan, kind of round topped with a brim, and it has a little feather sticking up, but it's so tall it also kind of flops backwards. So as she rides, it's like waving in the wind behind her, and yeah. So she's riding on. She has an all white horse named Falcor.
Super good. And as you look over, Lucky, you can see Elias, who is struggling to ride his horse one-armed. As he's been chasing here, he's been shot through the arm by this woman on this arc wheel. What are you? How is Lucky? I'm sorry. How is Elias doing? What does he look like right now?
So Elias is crouched down over his saddle horn, trying to not be shot again. Except you don't see what you would expect. Instead of a human's face, you see that of a golden eagle with the feathers trailing behind. Upon his head is a very broad-rimmed hat that looks as if it's made out of the stuff of ghosts. It seems to be trailing back and behind him. And as this arc wheel is tearing behind, you see him shrug off the duster that he's been wearing. And it reveals the fact that he has two huge wings sprouting from his back, which he then opens and jumps from the back of his horse.
Absolutely.
I look down. As I'm jumping up, I look down at Lucky and go, "Ride!" As I flip and grab my rifle, I'm going to take aim at the redhead behind us.
Okay, yeah. She is kind of driving in like a snake-like pattern right now, seeing you train your gun down on her. Lucky, what do you do? What's your first reaction? Now you know, following this, that your friend Jedediah is inside of that wagon, and that Copper presumably is there too. You know that this wagon is carrying the suitcase that you've come to get, hired by your friend Govat. It's supposed to be a pretty good payday for you. What do you do, Lucky? I'd say this arc wagon, which was recently giving off smoke and now seems to have stopped, is about 100 feet ahead of you. It's really, really hauling through this desert. It's pretty hard to keep up with on your horse, and you can see this woman on this arc wheel, this like motorcycle, probably about 30 feet away from you at this point, clearly harassing you.
Okay. So the first thing actually that Lucky is going to do is lean forward and not really whisper to Falcor, but kind of yell "I'm really sorry I'm pushing you so hard. I know you weren't built for this kind of running." She feels really, really bad for her horse. So, so she's really upset about how hard she's having to push Falcor right now. And I would like to see, as I'm kind of looking at where the arc wheel is heading, does it look like there might be an alternate route that we could duck off into that would get us out of the path of this woman. Like, if we went almost like that cartoon scene where if they duck off to the side and she just goes shooting on past us.
Okay. Yeah, I would say if you're trying to read where she is going to drive it, I want you to use a reading roll here, and if you want to instead try to kind of track the trajectory just of the arc wheel itself, I want you to use tracking. Which kind of avenue do you think you?
Well, I don't have either of those, so either one.
You can roll either one. It's still going to be a d6.
Yep.
But the results that you're getting here are different, and the risks are different.
Okay.
So which avenue would you take?
I'm gonna try to veer us off to gauge the direction that the arc wheel is going to go and try to meet up with it a different route.
Okay, so that I will have you do tracking for.
Okay.
The risk here is that you put yourself in a worse situation.
Okay, that's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay. Ooh, a mixed result. Okay. So with that one, you were trying to put yourself in a trajectory that brought you away from her or ahead of her?
Brought us more away from her, but hopefully in a path that we could intercept, like the wagon that the others are with.
Okay, yeah. I think what happens is you do that, and you kind of duck around this like rocky outcropping out here in like the mostly flat desert. It's kind of undulating, and I think that you kind of dip off to the side, and you're like, "Oh, I gotta get her here." And then you hear a roar of the engine, and as you come around the other side, she's already there, and she has this sawed-off shotgun that she points outwards towards you, and gets ready to shoot you. What do you do, Wolf? You've been up in the air watching all of this.
Absolutely, I'm taking a shot.
Okay, yeah. I remember you said that you were lining up your sights on her. In this moment, she has like slowed herself down in a straight line to be able to take her shot. I want you to make a shooting check. The risk here is that she shoots before you do.
That's going to be a 5.
That's a 5. Okay, a 5 is a success. Yeah. You crack off your shot at her, and you shoot the shotgun right out of her hands. Gets left behind in the dust, kind of a smoking, sparking crater. She looks up at you and flips you the bird, and she roars back off after the arc wagon. Backwards on that arc wagon, we see Jedediah in a slugfest with this hulking man with these metallic arms. Jedediah, you had just drawn guns on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, Yeah, I think I do. And he brings his hands in an overhead fashion and begins to start bringing them down on you. What do you do?
All right. So what Jedediah is going to do, because he really wants to have a fist fight with this dude, but he's got to even the playing field a little bit. So as he's bringing,
you can see that the suitcase is on the floor of this arc wagon between both of you.
Okay. So what he's going to do, I'm trying to think of how to do this. All right. So he's going to take out, no, he already has both pistols out. But what he's going to do is as he's bringing his hand down like that, he's going to smile and he's going to fire 2 shots. He's going to fire one at his, since his hands are together like that, he wants to fire one to pierce his hands, and then the other at his leg to knock him off balance. Okay.
Yeah. I would say, oh boy. Okay. Yeah, you could definitely go for that. I want you to do a shooting check here.
Yep. I mean, if it has to be 2 different, actions.
It's all one action. It is one of those things where the higher the success, the better it goes. I think the risk here is just that he hammers you before you can shoot.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a shooting check. And you have a D10 in shooting.
Hell yeah!
All right.
So, no, that's a D8. Here we go. D10. Bro, that's a 6.
A 6. Okay, so a 6 is a success, and since it's higher than a 5, I'll say, yeah, you're able to do both. You put a bullet through his leg, and coincidentally through the floor of this arc wagon. The other one shoots up and pierces through both of his mechanical hands, and there starts to be a spurting of some type of lubricant or oil now into the interior of this vehicle. He casts, as he was stepping forward to do it, you shot him in his leg, so he goes wide and smashes into the chair, and now your positions are reversed. Now you are the one that is above, pistols drawn, and he is the one in the seat, now spurting oil everywhere. You've been waiting. This cart rocks wildly and bumps about. As Copper was expected to take control of it, it still seems to be just rocketing through this terrible landscape. You can see in the cresting light of the morning, as the sun, as one of the two suns begins to crest the horizon, you can see that there is a like a solid cliff face that is slowly being illuminated by sunlight. And this wagon is hurtling straight towards it at probably about 100 miles per hour. What do you do?
So as that happens, he's going to walk over, pick up the suitcase, and look at the guy who's off balance now and just go, "Well, I'd love to stay and play with you today, but I got what I need, and I don't want to go where you're going." And he's going to take another shot at his head.
Okay, yeah, make a shooting check here. The risk here, is that he acts before you do.
Yep,
it's a pretty common risk in this.
That's
situation.
a 7.
That's a 7. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, you bury a bullet in him, and he stops moving. And there you are, alone inside this roaring arc wagon, suitcase in hand. This hulking meat sitting there in front of you, still spurting oil. What do you do?
Now for this, there's I'm assuming like 2 kind of exits, one leading up to where you can sit.
So I want you to imagine that this is like a stagecoach, but instead of spoked wheels, the rear end hovers and the front end is pulled by 2 giant metal wheels that are kind of affixed to it.
So he's gonna go out towards the front where his partner should be steering everything, and see why the hell we're going towards a cliff.
Yeah, as you stick your head outside of this wagon, you hear a gunshot behind you, and your attention is pulled back there at first, where you can see that there is an arc wagon and there's 1 horse where previously you knew there was 2, and you only see Lucky, and this arc wheel is chasing after you, still followed by Lucky.
Oh shit! And
then as your head turns forward, you can see Copper sitting there in a very happy, just a happy, pleasant sit, as if this is like the nice carriage ride that everyone always wanted. Just sitting there, just kind of a happy, pleasant look on their face. And then you can see the whipping robes of an older man with long white hair, as he turns towards you, and he lifts his scepter, and you begin to feel the suitcase be pulled from your grip by an invisible force. At that time, we see Lucky.
I didn't.
Lucky. No, you didn't. Lucky, this woman is riding off rapidly away from you, towards this arc wagon, which is now you can see as well, rapidly approaching a flat cliff face at a very high speed. I think that probably from your distance you can see Elias's, or I'm sorry, you can see Jedediah's head sticking out the side of it, but I don't think you see Copper at the moment. He seems to be waving like the suitcase in the air. What do you do?
I'll wave back and try to like, hi. No, no, I will like I'll wave back like I acknowledge that I can see him, and and then I will try to like catch up. Like, can I ride fast enough to catch up to them?
Potentially. Yeah, we actually have a skill for that. It's called riding, and then we'll kind of see how well that plays out for you. Right now, you're just trying to push Falcor.
Yeah, so I want to be able to catch up, and my end goal is to be able to catch up and try to grab the briefcase if that's what he's trying to do, is actually get rid of it.
So you want to get alongside the thing. You want to outpace the arc wheel. Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a riding check here. The risk here is that you wear out, Falcor.
That's entirely possible. That's a 4.
A 4, okay. A 4 is a mixed success,
Okay.
Or a success with a cost. So I will say this: you manage to get Falcor up along the side of this wagon, but as you do, you watch as he was not waving this suitcase; he was trying to hold on to it, and it is ripped from his grip and floats through the air to the woman on the arc wheel, this motorcycle, and she snatches it out of the air and begins to change direction.
Oh,
You can see there's a man. You can see there's a man with long white hair on top of this arc wagon, and he is laughing maniacally. And from your vantage point, you can also see that Copper is sitting in the front seat of this arc wagon, this almost like stagecoach, just sitting there happily and contentedly enjoying the ride.
Do I know them? Like, do I already know them at all?
Oh yeah, you guys
Okay.
you guys have been working together for a while.
Just making sure. So I'm going to, as I notice this, I'm going to be like, Copper, you know there's an issue, right?
An issue.
Copper, you are still in this happy place. You are still completely in just the happiest time you've ever been in your life. No longer on this arc wagon.
Issue. I don't know. Do I hear this
I
as
think
a
for
disembodied
you-
voice?
Yeah, I think it's just like that. It's like somebody calling you from a different room, and they can't see what you're seeing in this room.
I'm afraid that I do not understand what an issue could possibly be. I'm at home. I am safe and comfortable. What could possibly be the issue?
And Elias, you can see all of this from above. You watch as Lucky nears up to the side of this arc wagon. You see the cliff face approaching rapidly, and you can see this arc wheel suddenly that was chasing alongside you just diverts and goes sideways with this. What do you do up there?
And I saw the briefcase head towards that arc wheel, right?
Yep, you have eagle eyes, so yeah, I would say yeah, you definitely saw that.
I'm going to take a shot at the arc wheel driver, and but this time I want to make sure that she's not going to be able to divert again.
Okay, yeah, you've got a rifle, and you're flying through the air, and she is as well. So I will say in this moment, this is... Oh, and you're also shot. So I will say that... I'll say that in this moment you are hindered. Now, in this game, hindered means that no matter what your die would be for rolling a certain skill, instead you roll a d4. So it's either going to fail, or at best it's going to be a mixed result. But you can definitely still do that. The risk here... what is good risk here? The risk here is that you draw unwanted attention.
Works for me. I just lost a blue dice on top of a blue carpet.
Okay.
That's not going to... Hold on.
Ow.
So, I got that link if you want to do that. Don't worry.
That's a
When you're,
three.
when you're walking around barefoot, you'll find it.
I am barefoot.
Until
You'll
your
find
cat
it.
finds
Oh, boy.
it first and leaves
Oh,
it
boy.
in your bed for you.
Piper doesn't get in my bed. It's okay. I got a 3, by the way.
You got a 3. Okay, no, a 3 is good. I'll say that is a mixed success. You instead of shooting her, managed to hit the arc wheel, which begins to smoke and trail a thick trail of like oily, dense smoke as it roars away from you. I think, Lucky, you can suddenly see this. You hear the shot from above you, and you can see the like trail of smoke now on the other side of this arc wagon. Jedediah and Lucky, what do you do? You both are aware now that Copper, something's wrong with Copper.
Nothing's
Goddamn
wrong.
robot on the fritz again. So he's gonna look up at the guy pulling the case towards him. He's like, I got a better idea. How about you hold on to this instead? And he's gonna fire at the guy.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a shooting check.
Okay.
You're kind of hanging out the side of this wagon, like hanging onto the side of it as like the doors open. So I'm gonna say a risk here is that you fall.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a shooting check.
Oh God, that's the one.
That's a 1.
No!
Great.
No!
Yeah. So he says, "How about you die?" And then there's a bump in the road, and you lose your grip, and you fall and start rolling rapidly in the dust and the dirt. And he's left behind. So to that point where it's just Lucky and Copper and this leather skin man and the rapidly approaching cliff face. What do you do, Lucky?
How close can I get to this thing while still riding alongside it?
I would say you can get right up alongside it. Not a problem. It's going in a straight line. It's just like nobody's at the helm.
I am absolutely going to regret this. I would like to try to get from Falcor onto it.
Woo! Awesome. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna look at some skills here. What kind of role do I want this to be?
It's not a
I'm
skill
so
and a
happy.
half, I'm sure.
No. I think that this isn't too hard. I think that I would probably call this one climbing.
Yes!
You're
I picked up
climbing
my
aboard.
D8 in hopes.
You do have a D8 in climbing. I didn't even realize. Awesome. So, I want you to roll that D8. The risk here.
I rolled an 8!
Oh, okay.
The risk here is never mind.
Yeah. So the risk here would have been, I think the risk here would have just been that you fall, that you
Did I fall and
Copper
probably
there.
die? Yeah, get like trampled?
So,
yeah.
but it works great. Falcor, your trusty steed, holds steady as you throw yourself from them onto the side of the front of this arc wagon, and you can see Copper there with eyes that do not seem to be able to see you, even though you're right there.
I look at Copper and like can tell, because also an android, she's got like do not disturb signs up in front of her eyes. So is this like a vehicle that I can drive, or can I just do I need to try to interface with it to get it to?
Oh, okay. So this, you think normally this would be a vehicle that you could drive? You can tell based on this open panel that's right there and the little bit of smoke that's still coming out that it's taken damage. And the controls seem to be pretty mangled. Potentially, you could use interface to kind of smooth talk this baby.
That's exactly what I would like to do then.
So you tell me first, if this was a person, what would you be saying to this arc wagon?
I would... See, now I'm trying to decide if I want to interface with it or if I want to be sassy with it.
I would say you can be sassy, but I still think in this moment it's going to be interface.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm going to treat it like if I was talking to Falcor. So okay. I would be like, oh, I know you must be so tired, and let's slow it down a little bit. Maybe take a little break, and we'll relax, and we can get you all good and fixed up before we start off again. It'll be great. We'll take a little rest. It'll be awesome.
So you try to like butter it up,
Yeah.
and just be like, hey, it's okay. Let's take a second. All right. So then, I want you to roll interface. The risk here is that it just doesn't get it. It just doesn't get what you're trying to say.
That's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay, so that is. Oh boy, that's a good one. That's a mixed success. So I think what happens here is that it begins to slow down. It's still going pretty fast, but I think it cuts its speed in half, and is still ambling towards this cliff face. Up in the sky, Elias, what are you doing?
At this point, have I been able to realize that Copper is just kind of out in La La Land, and I have watched as Jedediah has gone pooping out the back?
So I think that with your eagle eyes, you've definitely seen that Jedediah pooped out the back, as he is wanting to do. And then, but I don't think that you're aware of what's going on with Copper, really. I know that you're probably aware that Lucky is on board this Arc Wagon with Copper. It's up to you. Maybe they're fine. There's 2 of them there. They're capable. And you definitely know Jedediah pooped out the back. And then you can still see this arc wheel trailing away, trailing smoke. What do you do?
And Leatherface is still standing on top of this thing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going after Leatherface.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty darn far away. You start flying off after him.
I am not only going to fly after him, but at this point, I know Jedediah is gone. I've got Copper and Lucky both on there, and this guy behind him. I'm going to try to hit this guy as hard as I can, flying as fast as I can, and knock him smooth off the wagon.
Okay. So.
And I'm going to screech the entire way down.
Okay. This is interesting. So, the wagon is still moving away from you. It's moving towards the cliff face. It's getting very close. You're pretty far out, but you can fly pretty fast. So, I think that I will... Oh, wait. What is... I think I'm going to have you do... Oh, this is good. I'm going to have you do a running check for this to get there fast enough. Now, hold on. Don't say your result. The risk here is that...
I'm going to spray in the rain.
Oh, gosh. How do I put this?
Cramp! Cramp!
No, it's worse than that. The risk here is that you're going too fast. All right. So, I want you to roll that, but I want you to hold on to your result and don't tell me what it is yet. And we're going to go back to Jedediah, dirt napped Cinderbrush, coincidentally waking up in the dirt.
Okay, I was going to ask, when he fell off, did he lose hold of the suitcase?
Yeah, so the suitcase was pulled from your grip and flew over to the red-haired woman on the arc wheel, motorcycle that rode off.
Okay. Well, one, I was going to ask, if that's the case, could I have tried to do some last-ditch effort trying to, like, grab onto the oh my God, the arc wagon to try and not get tumbled all out, or was that just too fast of a...
Well, since it was a result of a die, that's kind of... The dice have already kind of played out for that one.
Sounds good. All right. How far is the woman on the arc cycle?
I would say she's probably about 400 feet and further every second.
There's no way I can just shoot that. I'm not that... My pistols aren't good enough for that.
Yeah, maybe something more like a rifle probably could go at that point. I will tell you this. You could definitely try.
Yeah.
But it'd be pretty hard.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, you can just sit down. You can do whatever you want in this moment. It's. Also, I want to remind everybody that all of you have a comm on you, and that comm is kind of like a radio, like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah. Do I see my horse? Do I see old Restless anywhere?
I think
he was supposed to be following.
Listen here. I'm gonna do a luck roll here.
All right.
You do see a horse, but it is not your horse.
I'm just gonna whistle for that horse.
Okay. In this moment, how about you give me?
Is it my horse?
It is. It is not.
It's probably my horse.
Yeah. It's Valkyrie. I want you to give me. Let's get weird. We'll say.
All right. Whoa.
Oh. Call this one persuasion. I think that's fair enough.
Persuasion? Sweet. I definitely don't have anything in that, so that's
the risk here is that you attract something else.
Okay. And that's a D6, right? Since I'm not, I don't have any specialty in it.
Correct.
All right. Woo! That's a 5, baby.
That's a 5. Yeah. There is a stirring of dust, and then you see this beautiful white horse rambling towards you, familiar with you.
He's going to do that thing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, he gets to you.
Oh, as he's coming towards me, Jedediah is going to start running towards the horse and just throw an arm out and just kind of like hook its neck and swing himself onto the horse, and then just pull the rein and go towards the lady on the arc
on the arc wheel. Sure, yeah, absolutely, go for it. So you start ambling off, and it's not hard to see where she is because there is this huge smoke trail that's coming off of her arc wheel from where Elias shot it.
I'm just gonna start firing at it.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'll keep that in mind. All right, back to Lucky. Lucky, you can tell that this arc wagon has slowed down considerably, but almost like there's broken logic in whatever kind of machine mind it has. It says, yeah, we'll stop for sure, we'll stop, and it's not stopping. What do you do? You see this man behind you. He has begun to take his scepter, which is now glowing with a red energy, and he's like whispering to it, and he raises it up, and he begins to lower it down, very focused towards the roof of this arc wagon. What do you do?
Do I know what that is?
You know that he is using the weird, which is the magic of this world that you've never been able to use yourself, but you've heard of strange prophets and self-claimed like magicians that seem to be able to use this. You've heard of like covens of like witches that commune with these powers. And you know that they're tied to this world, and that unfortunately androids don't seem to be able to connect to it. And he's doing something with it. You also, after seeing that, think that maybe that there's something there that is going on with Copper, because they are definitely not acting like themselves.
So, with one hand, I'm going to try to just steer, even though I know the controls are more or less shot. I'm going to try to steer to turn us away from the cliff that we're running towards. Okay. And with the other hand, I'm going to try to shake Copper and be like, Copper! Copper!
Okay.
Copper!
All right. Awesome. Okay. I am gonna say. I think that I'm going to have a hard time mixing those two into one roll. So we're going to do them as two different rolls. Okay. First, I want you to do a riding roll.
Okay.
That was the 6. Risk here. So you do not have riding.
I do not have riding.
So that is a 6. However, the machine is also messed up, so you are hindered in this instance. So you're going to roll a d4. But let me think of the risk here. The risk here is that you break the controls.
Oh, crap.
So, you're going to roll a d4 on that one.
That's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay, the 3 is a mixed success. So, in this instance, you do manage to turn it at about the last minute. This thing starts to and kind of totters over onto its side a little bit as you kind of wheel over, and the controls snap off completely. And now you're about 40 feet away from this cliff face, and you are running parallel alongside it. You were also trying, you were also trying to shake Lucky. So I would like for you to roll, we'll say persuasion.
Persuasion, which I also don't have.
The risk here is that you push off Copper.
2.
A 2. Okay, so Copper, as she goes to shake you, you fly off of the side of this cart. In midair, kind of come to your senses as you are hurtling at incredibly high speeds towards this wall. And the camera's going to shift back up to Elias, who was zooming like an incredibly fast hawk through the air towards this man on this arc wagon as it begins to turn. How did that die roll turn?
So, with my 6, I fold my wings in, bring my feet up as if I am going to be an actual eagle plucking a rabbit from the prairie, and double kick this dude as hard as I can.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And it completely works. As this cart kind of flips over onto its side, he loses its footing a little bit as well, and almost like set up in the perfect moment. He tilts up. This rocket of a Birdman comes flying in, and with both boots just nails this guy, already going incredibly fast, and just flies into the cliff face. And we just hear a very unsettling crunching noise as he smashes it. As you flare your wings out like a parachute, Elias, you can see that Copper has been thrown violently from this wagon.
Does this wake me up?
Yeah, Copper. The sudden sensation of being hurled off of this has woken you up. Unfortunately, it is with the sudden awareness of your surroundings as you are smashing into the ground, and you begin to roll. You are, I will say, battered. You'll have a hindrance called battered.
Okay.
So you took a very rough fall off of this thing. But you have your senses back.
As Copper falls, too, I'm like, sorry!
Yeah.
What in the blazes has been going on? What? How? Ow. Ow. Everything hurts. Oh, God, everything hurts. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Copper, you can see Elias is right there, like 10 feet in the air above you, wings outstretched. He's bleeding from one arm. And you see this arc wagon, which last thing you remember was much further away from this cliff, is now driving away from you down the side of the cliff, and you have no idea where Jedediah is.
What in the great cog is happening here? The last thing I remember, I was fixing the wagon. I tried to. What? Where's my horse?
I don't know, but old guy went splat.
And you look over and you can see a very unsettling dark mark on the cliff face, a good 30 feet out from you, as the dust settles.
Do I know what this dark mark would be?
Or? You know that that's that was a body at one point. Now that's a lot of blood.
Oh, okay, great, love it, love that. Well, first I'm gonna just take a hit of my medicinal Coca-Cola to see if that helps me be a little bit less battered.
Yeah. So I think that you know that your medicinal Coca-Cola is more of a placebo for androids. So I would say it probably makes you feel better, but doesn't physically fix you up.
Right. Yeah.
Get a little-
It's just enough to be like, okay, I have pretended that I did something.
Okay.
What needs attention most? Because this is a lot.
It's there is a lot of things happening at once. Again, you don't know where Jedediah is. You can see that Elias is injured, and you can see that Lucky is hurtling away on this arc. There don't seem to be any horses nearby you. So, what would your first instinct be?
My first instinct would be to call up to Elias to be like, Elias, how can I be of assistance? How can I help you? Oh my God, Elias!
I'm gonna look down and go, grab this, and I'm gonna drop my rifle down to Copper real quick.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. Do I need to roll to catch?
Do you actually try to catch it? That's the question.
Yeah, just because I caught up in everything, I'm just kind of very susceptible to any suggestion given to me.
I would say
right now.
he's only about 10 feet up. I would say I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. Yeah, you catch it. Maybe it's not pretty, but you catch it.
Great. Yeah. Yep.
All right, then I'm gonna drop down behind Copper, reach around, grab him around the waist, and then take off again.
Okay. Copper, are you carrying anything bulky on you at this moment?
No, I mean, I just have a calm, my med kit and like the other medicinal pieces, but other than that, no.
No, yeah, you are definitely not carrying anything else bulky. So this is fine. Yeah, you wrap yourself around Copper's body. And it hurts. It hurts because your arm is still incredibly wounded. So this is pretty difficult. But for the time being, you can get away with it. It might become a problem later. But we'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
So what do you do once you have Copper, Elias?
We're gonna start flying after the arc wagon.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So Copper, you are lifted into the air. A very unique sensation of flying as you start flapping off after this this out of control arc wagon. Back with Jedediah. Jedediah, you are just cracking off shots after this this arc wheel. It's giving off a lot of smoke, and occasionally you hear like a bang noise coming out from it. And you are slowly gaining on her. What do you do?
He's gonna stop firing. He's gonna put Yin in its holster real quick. Grab his what is it called? The comm, his radio, and he's gonna say, "I'm going after the cycle. That's the one that has the damn suitcase." And he's not even gonna like put it away. He's just throwing the damn thing down, whipping Yin back out, and just firing as he gets closer.
When you say throw it down, does he drop it?
Yeah, he tosses it.
It just goes into the dust.
He does he? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is your focus more here to catch up or to shoot her? Because I imagine you're doing both, but which one is the focus?
Yeah. I would say. All right, so I'll retcon then. I'll focus more on catching up. So when he throws the radio down, he's gonna grab the reins and just like he's still gonna fire once in a while, but not. He's just kind of firing in that direction, not really focusing too much. He's mainly focused on getting closer to them, so that way he can just lay into them as soon as he gets within a decent firing range.
Okay. Yeah. As you do this, you can hear a noise, and from far above you, you can see there are 3 large manta ray-like creatures that have been circling above. And as of your rapid firing, You couldn't hear their cries before, but they seem to have taken notice of from your flurry of bullets. If you're trying to catch up to her in this moment, more so, I would love for you to make a riding check.
Well, damn.
And since you, here's a risk, as well as you have something that will help you here.
The bestest horse ever?
It's a pretty darn good horse. All right, so I will say you have a bit of an advantage here in that she has been driving that smoking arc wheel for a while now, and it's starting to make those bang noises with increasing frequency. I'll say you have an advantage to catching up on her.
Okay.
So you can roll your d6. You're also going to roll an additional d6, and you're going to take whichever one of those is the better result. And then the risk here, though, is that something. The risk here is that something happens to. Wow, that's tricky. The risk here is that something gets to you before you return.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll both of those.
Ooh. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. The first roll was a 1.
Ooh.
The second roll was a 6.
A 6 is a lot better. In fact, you managed to fly. You managed to ride rapidly up to her side, to where you can tell now that she's like screaming and cursing as she's like one hand wrapped this suitcase around her chest, the other hand is at the wheel of this arc wheel and is trying to keep control. And every time it makes this bang noise, it kind of spins out just a little bit as something's clearly going wrong internally in it. These large, like manta-like creatures swoop down, but you're just entirely too fast to back up in the air. And as that banging noise goes off right next to them, it seems to scare them back off for the time being. You're right alongside her. What do you do?
Let's see. You got to the count of 3 to pull the hell over. I really am not going to say anything else about this. As he pulls out Yin, like he's going to... Wait, because what side is she on, left or right?
She's on your left.
Yes? Okay. So he's just going to switch real quick, put Yang back, grab the reins, and then pull out Yin and just aim it at her.
Okay. So it sounds like you're trying to intimidate her here.
Oh, yeah. I am not a patient man.
Okay. I want you to make... I want you to make an intimidation check here. The risk here... oh, boy. Good risk. The risk here is that she does something desperate.
Okay. Oh, that's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So she does. She does do something desperate. But in this instance, it's that she whips the suitcase at you, and it smashes into you. Kind of makes you crack off a shot on your gun into the air, and then it clatters to the floor. To the ground as she takes this sputtering arc wheel and banks left and zips further away from you. You can see as Falcor is going like incredibly fast that the suitcase kind of spins back into the dust.
So she's lost control of it. It's no longer in her hands.
No, yeah, she threw it at you to hurt you or to get you off of her. You're not sure.
All right.
Back with Elias and Copper. Your Copper, your trusty steed Elias is flying you through the air. After this arc wagon, Lucky, you're still on top of it, or at the front of it. What do you do in this moment? This is actually kind of open in this moment. Any one of you, if you have anything, you can shout it out and do it.
See if I can maybe like disable the arc wagon and like shoot at one of the wheels.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's interesting. Go ahead and make a shooting check.
Okay.
You have the rifle, so it's got the range and everything.
Bet.
If you're not trained in it, it's a D6. The risk here is that you make the situation worse.
Well, here, could I use tracking on it? Can I use tracking? And I'm going to make an argument for tracking in that, like, because now I'm at, like, a height and tracking where the particular thing is, I can just kind of, like, do that.
I would allow you to track that to see where it's going to go, but since you are in fact shooting, I'm going to have to say it's probably shooting.
Damn. Okay. Cool. Well,
I know.
I wanted to try.
It's a good
No, it was every time you have an idea like that, bring it up because sometimes I will go with that.
Cool.
The risk here is that the situation gets worse.
Well, whatever. YOLO, right? 4. 4.
A 4. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. So you do manage to damage the arc wagon. You shoot one of the wheels, and you do it that way that you talked about. You kind of start tracking it and kind of see where it's going to be. You shoot into one of the wheels. Shrapnel goes up, and some of that buries itself into the wagon. And the wagon begins smoking and catching fire. And it begins to change its trajectory, and it's now going in a slow circle away from the cliff face. This is some type of curve. It's just kind of banking away from it. Lucky you can see that happen. You barely dodge away from some of this shrapnel as it flies off.
Oh, good.
What do you guys do?
Cry a little bit.
Cry. That's fair.
Copper, did you get it? Is it supposed to be doing that now?
Sorry. Oh my god. No. I out of character. I'm actually still contemplating applying to that job I sent y'all in the chat, but anyway. And so I have somebody else telling me apply to it. So yeah, Copper is just like, I don't think that's what was supposed to happen, but it's something, right? I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Are there any horses nearby?
You don't see any horses here. You've driven off from the distance of any horses.
At least it's not injuring any horses, right?
Lucky, can you jump?
You can hear him shout out to you. He has this voice modulator in his like throat, and it like cracks and gets to a high pitch and kind of echoes out towards you.
I'm assuming that I can't yell back, but I can always like use my radio.
Yeah, I think from this distance you could do either. I think that they're less than 100 feet away from you.
So I'm going to yell into the radio because I want to make sure he hears me. I'm like, I also don't want to die today.
I'm going to look down at Copper in my arms right now, like look over their shoulder and try to look them in the eye and go, tuck and roll. I'm going to start going down towards the ground. And I'm going to, as gently as I can, let go of Copper.
Oh my god!
This is the last thing he needs to be more injured.
This is great. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is delightful. Okay. In that moment, I'm gonna say. I'll still probably make that one a running check.
All right.
But in this moment, since you're kind of both doing this, I'm going to say Copper and Elias, both of you make a running check, and whichever one of you rolls better will take that result. The risk here is that Copper becomes further injured. Right, so go ahead and roll.
I got a 3.
I got a 5.
A 5 is better. So he comes down, catches a weird bit of air, and you know how your body works. You know what's going to hurt you the most, and so you do in fact tuck and roll, like in the way that is going to be the least harmful to you, while still leaving you incredibly dust covered, and it leaves you behind. Elias, you fly back off towards the arc wagon.
I'm going to go and try to catch up to Lucky.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, it's pretty damaged, and it's slowly going in a circle. So I think you wouldn't have a hard time. I'm not even going to make you roll at that point to kind of snatch Lucky off the top.
Elias, as you get closer, Lucky is just, like, busting out all of the sass that she can. in, like, directing it at the arc wagon. Like, just being, like... I don't even know what she's like, but she's just being super, like, just yelling at it and being like,
just berating this arc wagon, like talking down to it.
Yeah.
Adding literal insult to injury.
Right.
I'm going to fly up beside... I notice what type of mood that Lucky's in. And so I just kind of lower my legs down to where Lucky can grab a hold of him. You're like, grab hold!
And... like, mid-yelling at it, she just reaches out and grabs on.
Great. It's perfect. I think that we see Jedediah. What is he doing? Where is he at?
So how far is she right now?
Well, it depends. Are you chasing after her, or did you stop for the suitcase?
This just happened, right? She just threw the suitcase, and then we kind of cut off.
So we'll say it's been a minute. You tell me. You tell me where he's at now.
I think what he would have done is probably tried to fire one last shot when she, like, as soon as she threw the suitcase, probably tried to hit the bike. Mm-hmm. Just to cause it to mess up even more. And regardless if that hit or not, it really doesn't matter. He's gonna stop the horse, grab the suitcase, and start heading back towards everyone else.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a D. Roll your shooting check for me here.
Alrighty. Because his idea behind doing the shot is to either cause the bike to keep making that banging sound even more to kind of get the Manta Doom's attention, right, or to hit her in some part of the body, just as a massive FU for hitting him with the suitcase.
The only risk here is that she survives.
Okay. I don't think she will, because that's a 5.
A 5, yeah. There's you crack off one last shot, and as you turn away, it goes up in a ball of flame that continues to roll and roll and roll and roll away from you further into the distance. You go back and get the suitcase and ride back towards the others?
Yep.
Okay. I think a short time later, Copper, you're kind of just walking with this, like, beat-up rifle in your hands. You're covered in dust. You've been super battered. And we see this brilliant knight of a man riding up on a white stallion with this longed after suitcase in his hands. And Jedediah, you find Copper.
He'll slow the horse while approaching her. You still loopy?
No, but what in the blue blazes?
We can answer things afterwards. Hop on the horse.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'm definitely good at riding those. And they, like, just kind of android spring up onto the horse.
Cool. Very, very
shattering the horse's spine. And
Yeah, get
leaving us
fucked,
right-
horse.
The horse has a cybernetic spine, so it's fine.
Okay, there we go. Just a robot, just like bling, boom. Just, no, so as soon as she hops on, then he'll.
I think that Jedediah and Copper. I think that what we end up seeing is you guys end up kind of coming upon a scene where Elias is not landed; he's just kind of in the air, and we see Lucky just going off on this arc wagon, just in slow, sad circles, just kind of limping and chugging smoke, kind of in a small circle around it. And all of you find yourselves together again, and you guys can see that Jedediah does in fact have the suitcase.
If you all want to stop messing around, we can get this damn job complete.
I mean, are you okay? Do you need anything?
I need yeah, I do. And I'll get it once we get our payment.
I mean,
Elias is going to fly back with Lucky hanging from his ankles and set her down gently next to Copper.
And I think that you guys end up taking some time between Elias and Jedediah, or Lucky getting back on Falcor, kind of spread out. It's probably about an hour's work to re-find all of your horses that have been kind of spread out. And then we end up seeing you guys ride back into town in White Gulch sometime later. And you near and tie up in front of the Black Gulch Saloon. And you can see that this building has like these giant fans very, very much over the front of it. Actually, kind of like right here behind me. It has this big industrial kind of turbine fan over the top of it. Lights hung up, very much just like this. And you walk through the front door, and there's about 6 odd figures kind of standing there. Or kind of sitting about the room. There's one man who is passed out over a table. There are 2 women, one an android, and one a cockatoo-headed chimera, with this magnificent plumage. They're both playing cards at their table and seem to be incredibly engaged. And I think it's pretty apparent to anyone that walks in that they might be playing cards, but really they are engaged in a bit of romance, a bit of flirting with each other more than gambling. And that's like everyone in the room could just easily read that. And then behind the bar, you guys can see that there is a short, squat figure who has the arms, or one arm and the head of a green scaled iguana, is wearing an open buttoned button down t-shirt, and is in some type of metallic chair, and is behind this like elevated platform behind a bar, and is kind of rolls along to one side, and as you all come in, he kind of raises his like green scaly hand to you. He's like, "Hey, welcome back. You guys look a little rough. Doing okay?"
Jedediah is just gonna walk over, slam the suitcase on the table. Where's my money?
He said, I don't know. Which mean I don't work for you. You don't work for me.
Why
I'm
the hell
just
am I even talking to you?
Well, I offer liquid refreshment and friendship, if you'd like that. But if neither of those are interesting to you, you're more than welcome to just get out of the shade. And you all know that this is Ari, and Ari owns this bar. And I think there's always been beef between Jedediah, who seems to forget who Ari is on a regular basis.
Friendship.
Oh, we have that in a bountiful amount. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. Can I get you anything else there, Copper? Maybe a wet nap, or just maybe an ice pack?
He's gonna cut him off as he turns to the group and say, "Yeah, shut up. Who the hell are we supposed to be talking to?"
And all of you know that you were hired by a man through a courier. You were hired by a man named Govat, and you've never met this man face to face, but he said that he would meet you here in White Gulch at the Black Gulch Saloon.
I could have sworn I remembered him saying he was supposed to be here, that we turned it in. So where the hell is he?
Who are you looking for?
Shut the hell
I'm just
up until I'm ready to talk to you.
And he just kind of hangs his head, and you can see Jed like leaning over the edge of this bar. You can see that he's in what's comparable to a wheelchair, but instead of having two wheels at the bottom, it seems to have one large metallic ball, kind of like if you put a wheelchair on top of BB-8.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And he wheels himself over away, and he's like, "Oh, all right, all right then," and kind of scoots over to the side, and he inspects a speck on the bar and kind of digs his nail into it, kind of sheepishly.
So while he's doing that, I'm gonna come over to him, and I'm gonna. What's his name again?
Ari.
Ari. I'm gonna come over to him, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Ari, have you seen any cats lately?"
Hey, Lucky, you know where that we're not allowed to have cats here anymore. After the last one.
I keep hoping.
He says, but I'll tell you what, if I ever do hear about a place that has cats, or if we get permission to have them here again, you'll be the first one to know. I'll tell you. And he like points to a sign on the wall, and it says "No cats allowed."
She kind of walks away dejectedly, like.
He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. I'm just trying." He's just constantly disappointing everyone. What is Elias doing in this bar right now?
I'm actually going to walk over to Copper. Copper.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop you like that, but I really saw Lucky was in trouble, and I really wanted to help her. So I'm sorry I dropped you like that.
No, you're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to being dropped. It's fine.
Well, I don't want you to be used to that. That I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry, and I hope you can forgive me because I like being around you, and I don't want you to just think that I dropped you because I was mean.
I'm very confused by what's happening in this moment.
Well, okay.
Do you need a drink?
No, I need you to. Can you can you fill up the hole in my arm?
That, yes, yeah, absolutely. I can definitely do that.
It's still hurting pretty good.
Yeah.
It ain't dripping nowhere anymore. Ari, I'm sorry. I may have gotten a little blood on the floor over there. But I think I got it. Stop the dripping.
Okay.
That's okay, friend. I know you always come in here with the drip. It's all right.
Yeah.
So help me God, if I don't get my money and my drink, there's gonna be a lot more dripping on your damn floor.
Is there something wrong? Do you got a hole in it now, Jeb?
You got
Hey, you were making those sounds last week when you're in the outhouse. Do I need to go find them tablets for you again?
I think Copper
just go find them before I shoot you myself.
I think Copper shuts both Jedediah and Elias up with medicinal Coca-Cola. Like, here, just take a sip of both of you. Just take a sip of these.
She got like little cups.
Yeah, just like little Dixie cups of medicinal Coca-Cola.
Those cough medicine cups.
Yeah.
I don't want stupid medicine. I want something strong.
This will cure what ails you just a little bit.
Oh my God!
But I give to both, and then I'm like, all right, so Elias, we need to get to work on you. Okay, so they definitely do you take the medicinal Coca-Cola just to take the edge off.
If you can picture a bird looking confused and concerned, you're now seeing a bird being confused and concerned because I'm holding this cup and I'm really pondering how I'm supposed to drink out of this with my beak face.
Okay.
And
They like take the cup instead and just like take your beak gently in their take your beak gently in their chin and like open it just enough to be like, okay, and then just pour it in your fucking gullet.
Okay. My God. I thought that was going to go another way. I thought you were going to mama bird it. You were going to just
Really?
and I was like, whoa, no.
I'm here for it. At this
And
moment,
then healing occurs.
yeah, you don't need to roll anything there. That's going to take the edge off enough, probably, to get Elias to calm down. That medicinal Coca-Cola is like a universal placebo. It just puts everyone in the right mood. And I don't think you need to roll anything to start patching him up, but I do think it'll take time.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I mean, I
but
was
yeah,
gonna
you can-
roll medicine but no.
No, it's not something you need to actually roll in this moment. That's something that's like quick patch fixes and stuff like that. But as you're not under any sort of threat right now, that's just something that we can say, like, you guys are sitting there and like his arms outstretched and you're just working on him right there in the bar.
Okay, bet.
Okay.
Hey, Artie, give me something to drink.
Yes, sir. Which I imagine you'd like something strong, or do you
Top
like
shelf.
anything tropical? Are you feeling something tropical?
The hell I look like? Top shelf, right
Listen.
there. Give me that bottle.
He
How
turns.
much is it?
He turns around and he goes to grab it, and as he does, you can hear him mutter, and he's like, "I just thought you had a hard exterior and pretty soft and warm and tender on the inside." Almost imperceptibly. And he turns around and he says, "Well, I mean, it's just for the bottle. You want the
For
whole?
the bottle.
This is Are you sure? It's pretty strong.
Ask for an explanation. You can either give me the price or I can put one in you.
This is and he says basically he'll give it to you for a credit, which is an extraordinary amount of money. You have enough money for a lesser bottle for sure, but it's up to you if you want to spend a credit here. He says, I'm sorry. It also works as arc wagon fuel or arc wheel fuel if you need it. He seems to be visibly shrinking under like Jedediah's gaze. This poor man.
Give it to me. He's gonna slap down a credit.
Oh boy. He says, "Oh, okay. All right. If sure. Here you go. Would you like a glass with that?"
No, but I'd like for you to leave me the hell alone while I drink it now.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. I'm sorry about that. I will just disappear now. And he scoops the money away, like the heap of money that you put on the bar, and pulls that back. And you can put that in your inventory if you want. We will call it arc fuel, because it's basically what it is. Holy crap. Okay. At this moment, there is a tapping on Lucky's shoulder. And as you turn around, Lucky, you can see that there is a short, kind of squat man with these... he's got a big hump on his back. He's wearing essentially a beige duster or trench coat that kind of covers him up. He has these enormous, large, lens-like red eyes, much bigger than human eyes would be. And he's balding on top. It has a little bit of like a thin comb over. And he says, so here you're looking for your buddy Govat, and you got a suitcase. Is that right? And I think that's probably a pretty good moment for us to take a 10-minute break here.
Okie dokie. Well then, we will be back in just a few minutes. I'll throw up the BRB screen and stick around. We'll see you when we come back. everybody, we are back from our break. I hope you all had a good break. We definitely had some interesting conversations in the green room during break. So, anyway, I think we should just get right back into it.
For anyone new that's coming in, we're playing the Crashlands. It's a sci fantasy western TTRPG. It's a hack of the 2400 system by Jason Tachi, and we are we're trying to get that funded on Ko-Fi. Now it looks like that's been funded, and we're funding both bees, truffle shuffling at the end of this, potentially maybe me, depending on where we get with it, and a truffle shuffle TTRPG that I will produce just based on this discussion. For anyone joining us, our wonderful players here recently just started off this game in a chaotic scramble to retrieve a suitcase from an arc wagon, which is this big wheeled hovering sci-fi stagecoach of sorts. So people were thrown to the ground, people flew through the air. Poor Copper was sent into a different kind of mind state for a while. And in the end, they did in fact retrieve this elusive suitcase that they were hired to grab. They returned to the town of White Gulch. They're in the Black Gulch Saloon right now, where Lucky, Luna's character, had been tapped on the shoulder, turned around to see a strange man, short, squat, balding, comb over, kind of dark, greasy hair. He has very, very large red lenses instead of eyes, some type of cybernetic replacement. Kind of a humped back underneath a big kind of beige duster or trench coat of sorts. And he said, see, you got the suitcase that you were supposed to get. Your buddy Govat here. Does that sound right?
Sure, sounds right. Jed's the one that's got it.
And he says, yeah, but he doesn't look like too much of a friendly type. You look kind of friendly. You got kind of a let's call you you got kind of an Iron Giant kind of look going on there, and I like that. I like that about you. That's good.
Has Copper finished with my arm?
It still is taking some time. You guys can see this going on. You're also able to talk during it, but she's still working on it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. They.
Yeah. Just like, no, it's okay. Just keep on talking. I'm gonna just focus on making sure I don't injure you further.
I'm gonna look dead at the comb over guy. You can take your hand off her shoulder now.
He says, hey, I'm keeping my hands to myself. What are you kidding me? I never touched anybody else in my whole life, okay? Are you kidding me? These are basically holy hands. They don't touch people. He says, the only things that they touch is currency and myself, sometimes a little bit of toilet paper. That's about it. But what I would like to do is I'd like to put them on that suitcase. So how about you go ahead and give that on over to your buddy Gavot? Huh? Come on, quick.
Jedediah?
He's drinking the jet fuel at this point.
Jedediah, whether you reveal this externally or not is up to you. It hurts. This isn't something people should drink. This isn't even alcohol. This might actually just be fuel, and he has it in a bottle on the top shelf. This is not good. You're not enjoying it in the least bit. It's not even the kind of good burn that hurts real good. It's just bad. It's just bad. But it's up to you how much of that, if any, you reveal externally.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I was... Oh, I feel better now. Who the hell are you?
I'm your buddy Govat,
you ain't my damn buddy. You need to figure that out right now.
Hey, I'm the guy. We're pen pals. What are you talking about? Okay, you give me the bucks, I give you some money. It's the best kind of relationship anybody could ask for.
Where's the money?
He says, the money is in a safe location. I'm gonna need that suitcase first, okay? I don't just go around telling people where money is. Are you kidding me? I'm not trying to get shot.
The suitcase is in a safe location.
He says, okay. But that looks like a suitcase, and I would like it. Is that the suitcase?
Come touch it
that's
and
all
find
good. He's just. It sounds kind of like a situation where you're going to shoot me if I touch this suitcase. Is that right? Because I'm not in the habit of getting shot.
Then
I'm in the habit of getting shot at, but not shot.
Then I
It's a
suggest
good
you take us to the money so we can make this exchange.
He says, I don't understand why we're getting off on the bad foot here, okay? We're supposed to be business associates, we're partners, we're pen pals. We go way back. You and me, we did the thing where you got the suitcase and I gave you the money.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
no, you're right. You're right. We're friends. So, friend, why don't you come have a drink with me?
He says, okay, hey, so now this is what we're talking about. This is how people should get along. This is how people should associate.
Problem. That was my fault. I do apologize.
No, it's okay. I get it. You know, I mean, look at it. One of you guys been shot. You're looking all dusty. You know, they look pretty. Yeah. They look a little beat up.
He's going to hand him a shot glass full of this wonderful beverage.
And he takes it and he goes, you know, this is great. You know, cod pie. And he shoots it back. And he starts Why did you do this to me? And he starts like coughing and hacking and like hurling on the floor. Why did you do this to go by?
You gonna take me to the money, or do I have to give you some more?
He says, like, no more. He says, and he looks over at Copper. When you're done with him, you do me, okay? You do me because this hurts. This isn't good. I've been poisoned. Here in this establishment.
I'm afraid that I don't necessarily do anybody. I don't think that might. That's not what you were referring to.
No, it's that I'm hurting. I'm hurting here.
Okay. I can do to heal. I just. Okay, sorry. It's been a very stressful day. Yep, I can help.
No, it's okay. It was a good day. Now it's a very bad day. But yeah, okay. I gotta. Okay, we'll do the money thing. Just no.
Are you? Am I in a good spot with? Why can't I not remember your name?
With Elias.
Elias. Yeah, am I in a good spot with Elias?
Yeah, it's still gonna take him a little bit of time, but you have him like. You have parts of him like sutured together and like bandaged up now to where you can leave.
Okay, sit here. Don't move a feather. But I'm gonna take care of this man that seems to be poisoned by our friend because Jed and I. You need to stop trying to get people in the ground, please.
I gave him a drink. If he can't handle it, it's not my fault.
It's poison. It's poison. You son of a.
Well, the man's drink. And he's going to take another swig himself.
Yep. Do you do it?
Hell yeah.
All right. Do you try to keep your composure?
It's
worse the second time around. Okay, I would love for you to give me a deception or intimidation check here. I think I'd probably allow.
Yeah, both are D8. So sure.
The risk here is that he sees through your bullshit.
All right, here we go. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, yeah, I think he sees that it hurts you, but that you're still doing it to yourself anyways. And he's like, "You're not right. You're broke. You're broke up here. You need. I don't know that we should continue to work together after this. This is
all right, fine. I'll say. Oh, you said after
I like your
this.
friends.
Okay.
I like your friends much more than you. I really do. This one.
That's all right. I didn't take this job to be your friend.
Copper wants to take a sip of this.
You're gonna try this stuff?
Hell yeah! I mean, what's the worst that could happen to an android? With this, at least.
Okay.
I can think of a lot of things.
No, I love it. So
what do you? Paramedic's dead.
So Jed's got the bottle, or is Jed like leaving on the bar top?
Well, it's on the bar top, but his hand's on it. Are you gonna like snatch it or?
Yeah, I think no. I'm sorry. I was just thinking through it. No, Copper definitely is gonna like gently prise your hands off of the bottle, and then just be like, "Hold on one second. I'm just gonna."
Robot, if you don't let go of my hand, so help me God, I hope you can repatch holes in yourself.
I definitely can. But listen, I think you guys are taking this just a little bit too far, and so they like take a swig straight from the bottle.
Yeah, as you do
We're-
it, this is the lifeblood. This is the sweet nectar. This is good stuff. Going down into you can feel it in your toes. It's tingling. It doesn't burn in the least bit. This is completely wonderful to have. So much so that you no longer feel that like battered condition that you were feeling earlier.
Excellent.
This is just the best feeling. Like you might still be a little banged up, but it's not going to hinder you in the least bit. This is the good stuff. I don't understand why they're acting this way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I just feel like maybe perhaps you were being, what's the word? Babies?
And Govat's jaw is just low, and he's holding his throat, and he goes, "You people are terrifying. You're all just absolute monsters. Okay.
I'm
we'll
technically a robot, so
yeah, no,
he's a bird.
yeah. Okay. Whatever you say.
Pile of scrap, you grab my drink again without asking.
Okay. Well, here, hold on. He reaches in, and he like his arms bend back underneath him at an impossible angle, underneath his coat. And he comes out, and he's got like a wadded together stack of like chips. And he it's like tied with like twine, and he puts it on the bar top, and he says, "Here's one credit. And when I get the suitcase, you'll get the other half. Is that fair? Can we work with that?"
Sure. And if you're lying to me, trust me, he's gonna get real low, real close to him. What you just experienced with that drink is nothing compared to what I'm gonna do to you, boy. You understand me?
He says, "I hate it. I hate that I believe you. I don't like that. You're bad people. I thought you were decent, honest, good folk. You're very bad." And he says, "I'll just take the suitcase, please, if that's all right."
I'm gonna hand it to him.
And he says, thank you. And he takes it over to the side of the bar. He puts in like a code on the side, and he pops it open. He's like, "Good," and shuts it again real quick and locks it. He says, Good. This is good. That's it. All right. Okay. Well, here's two things then. Here's your other credit. There you go. And he looks over at Copper, and he goes, "You know what? I'm okay. It's not bad. Please don't. And he says, "Are we done? We're good? Right? Govat, I never want to see you guys again. Please. If we could just not do this anymore, that would be real good. You're bad people. You're very bad people." He goes, "You're very bad people. Yeah, okay. Govat doesn't want to work with you anymore. Right? We're established there. But there is a place that you could go, and technically that benefits Govat. But it could also benefit you if you're looking for more work, if you're looking for more credits. You could find yourselves over to the Gullet, to the far east of here. Look for Alphonse. He runs the Daily. Kind of in charge of the whole place there. But he's looking for people just like you. You're right up his alley. Yep."
Now I got one question for you.
I'm not gonna like this. I know it.
Actually,
what?
I got two.
Okay, yep.
First one, are you Gopher?
What's Govat?
Whatever the hell his name was.
Am I Govat? Yes, this is Govat. We're old friends. Well, we were. Now the friendship has been ruined. You did that. You killed it.
How the hell? We did the job.
You tried to poison.
You upset because you had a little bit of drink that was a little too strong for you?
This isn't how people cooperate. This isn't how adults work together. And he looks over at Lucky and he says, Talk to him. Talk to him."
So, while the two of them were, like, having their whole interaction, Lucky was attempting to pickpocket him.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's juicy. So he has been thoroughly engaged with Copper and with Jedediah. So I would love for you to make a stealth check here.
Excellent.
The risk here is that you get caught. Just
Okay.
simple as that.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gross.
They
That's-
don't call me lucky for nothing.
that's super gnarly. Okay, yeah, with a 10, you managed to take two things off of him before their conversation starts to conclude. The first is an additional credit,
Oh yeah.
which is a significant amount of money. And then the other is that you managed to take off of him a pistol, and you know that this pistol is like inherently magical. That there is some type of weird in here. There are strange markings and glyphs kind of glowing from the side of it. That's as much as you can see from it. And you managed to get both of those cleanly and in a way before the conversation ends. And Govat says, talk to him. Talk to your friend here, okay? Because, look, I'm done. No,
No,
we're
you
done.
look.
No,
You look.
no, you look. No, you look. No, you look. No,
He's
you
gonna
look.
get in
It's
his
like-
face
it's
like
myself
like
between the two of them.
Yo, he's like a foot and a half shorter than you.
Yeah.
No, you.
Look, all I want you to understand, you may not like us. I ain't getting paid for you to like me. But you slander my name and say I don't do good work, and I will find you. You understand me?
I'm not gonna say you didn't do good work. I'm gonna say you're kind of an asshole. And I
That's
even
perfectly
recommended
fine.
you. I recommended you. to
That is
somebody else.
perfectly
I said, hey,
fine.
here's more work for you. I can't say like this. And he like starts walking out of the bar. He's just shouting.
Now,
out in the
did I
street at
see?
this
Did I
point.
see Lucky do the pickpocketing?
I think with a 10 that nobody saw Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have their words, and I'm gonna just kind of get in between them, and I'm gonna be like, okay, now that's enough, like, in the meantime, I come over, like, I've been watering the plants, and I've got a watering can in my hand, so they have no idea. Yeah,
Just random watering can.
yeah, I was watering the plants while we were there, and whatever.
Oh my god.
And so I come over and I like set the watering can down, and I might accidentally spill a little bit on the other guy and whatever, and I'm like, okay.
He's already like walked out into the
Okay.
street at this point.
All right,
Yeah,
so I'm like,
he's gone.
he's
He's screaming out in the street.
I'm like, Jedediah, it's okay, he'll get his. That's it.
Now, just as long as he can talk all the shit he wants about me, but he better not put our integrity on the line,
Jedediah,
because we do damn good work.
Jedediah, and I flash the pistol at him.
All right. Hey, Archie, whatever the hell your name is.
My name is actually Ari.
I
and
don't
that is-
care. Come
that is-
here.
Okay. What can I? What can I do you for?
He's gonna take the bottle that he bought and slide it down towards Copper. Give me something for human consumption, but barely.
I could give you a nice cold, refreshing Coca-Cola, or I could give you a little sass and a splash. That's a pretty good one.
What kind of facial hair does he have?
None, because his head is
None.
the head of an iguana.
That's
Uh,
right.
He
If
has
you don't stop
black- he
offering
has,
me
like,
that,
medium length black hair at like the
Yeah.
back of it.
if you don't stop it and give me some actual hard liquor, I will slap the fucking scales off you.
I'd really appreciate if you didn't do that. I've told you that before. And you keep saying it, and every time I believe you because you're just genuinely an intimidating individual. And I just wanted us to be friends, and if that's not going to be possible, well, I just refuse to believe that that's going to be possible, because me and Copper
Just give me the
get along
booze
real
and shut up.
Yes, sir. And he goes behind the bar, and he gets a bottle of it's just bourbon.
Yeah.
And
How much is that?
What's up? He says, well, it's the usual price. We've been through this before. He's like, he names off a price that you can afford without paying a credit.
So I take the bottle, and then I'm gonna look at everybody else, and I'm just gonna be like, "Give my half a credit to Andy, whatever the hell his name is." And then he's just gonna start drinking his bourbon.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So there are 3 credits here available after all of everything. 2 credits for the suitcase, and the additional credit that Lucky stole that nobody knows about.
Yeah, so I would assume that the 2 credits that we were supposed to be paid, we were just gonna split it half a credit each.
That's up to you guys.
Makes sense to me.
You guys can do.
Yeah, makes
whatever
sense.
you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So that's why I was just like, give him my half a credit.
Okay.
Which is, I assume, still just a ridiculous amount, especially for the damn bottle of bourbon that he just gave me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty hard to split a credit, so we would just say that you're just adding it to your general spending money.
Okay.
This isn't as big of a payday as you guys have needed, and you still have like living money, but you guys don't have like a significant amount of money. What do you do then left here in this bar?
Speak for yourself. I have a whole extra credit.
I actually walked away as they were all involved with each other that way after they were doing their stuff. I actually just walked out the front door.
Okay. What are you doing?
Because I'm really horrible with names, I'm chasing after Goat, or whatever his name was.
Oh, Govat. I'm going to put it in the chat. That's what I'm going to do. Put it in the Twitch chat.
Oh, nice. Yep, I'm going after Govat.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that he is ambling down the street. It's not too hard for you to catch up to him.
Govat.
Oh, no, we're done. I don't want any more problems. I'm literally physically walking away from the situation right now. And if you can't see that, then you need to get those eagle eye fixed.
What changed?
What do you mean what changed?
We've been doing work for him, and everything was going right. And we even did this one for him.
I can't work with people like this. I can't work with people like that. To be
But people get this done?
To be poisoned. No, but in the afterwards. I'm just trying to conclude our business, and I'm being attacked. I'm being assaulted by this man, and I can't live like that. There are other people who want this work, who will take my money, who are more reasonable people. And you are all terrifying. Did you not see her? Or them? Did you not see them? They just drank that bottle like it was nothing. It's poison.
That's what they do. And you had a choice to drink it or not.
He's like throwing a fit in the street. He's like, that's not normal. And like people around are like looking. Like there are people like looking out of windows now as this man is having a meltdown.
All right.
He says, listen, you seem moderately reasonable. Moderately. So if you're looking to buy a gun, some grenades, an RPG, something like that, you let Govat know, all right? And if you ever get away from the rest of them, maybe we talk. But I can't work with people like that. I can't. That's people I send to Alphonse. All right? You want to work with someone, you go work with him. I'm not dealing with it.
That you're going to live with the consequences of your own actions. And with that, Elias is just going to turn and walk down an alley. but I'm going to keep an eye on Govat.
Okay.
And I'm going to watch. And does he live in town, or does he have a place outside of town?
Govat. This is the first time you've ever seen Govat in person.
Okay.
So
he's not from around here. All right, I'm going to trail him.
Okay. As you like walk away, he goes and like looks at a random stranger, and he's like, "That was a threat, right? You see what I'm saying? You understand they're not reasonable." And he keeps like talking to this person who has no idea about any of this situation, and then George won't leave them alone. After a while, you start trailing him, and I will come back to you since you're doing that. Everybody else inside the bar, what are you doing?
I think that after I'm given the bottle of the android whiskey, or whatever the hell it is, by Jebediah, I'm gonna look around and notice that, that Elias is gone, and just kind of detach myself from the situation, since clearly I made things worse just by trying to, yeah. Oops, my bad. Wanted to apologize.
Jedediah is getting pretty he's getting quite a few sheets to the wind. He is almost done with this bottle.
Lucky.
I was just gonna say, and Lucky is has gone back to tending all of the plants in the tavern and around the tavern.
Good.
Jedediah, before I go looking for Elias, I meant to do that less to show you up. Oh, do you need water?
I'm good.
It was less to show you up. It wasn't actually at all to show you up. It was just to get that guy to shut up. And clearly that went off the rails, so I'm sorry.
The hell are you talking about?
I drank the whiskey, and that really upset that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So bygones,
Yeah,
great.
you drank it, and it didn't seem to burn the shit out of you like it did me, so I gave you the whiskey.
All right, great. Well, proud of you. Please drink some water. Please?
There's water in this.
No, real
Take
water.
another swig.
No, Jedediah. Oh, God, no. I don't want to have to patch you up, too. God, I don't know if
Ain't
I have
got no
enough...
holes in me.
We'll come back to you. Yeah.
Army, where you at?
You call out for Ari?
When it's my turn. Yeah, I just called him Army at this point. I'm saying random things.
He says,
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. he's like, I'm the same place I've always been. I'm right here, right behind
Shut
you.
up. As you were talking to him, he went and said that, and then I'll continue on that on my turn. But
okay. Lucky, are you doing anything else in the room?
Not particularly.
Okay. Just kind of going around enjoying watering the plants.
Yeah.
There's
the plants.
Yeah, there's not many, and you know that like you're the only person that tends to take care of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nobody else takes the time.
No, she very much appreciates that there are plants there that she can take care of.
Copper. Are you still chatting up Jed, or have you moved on to something else?
No, clearly Jed is just having grand old time. Doing great.
Jed's good. Okay.
Jed's vibing.
What does Copper do with their time?
Yeah, definitely look for Elias now that the bird defense in the room is missing.
Bird defense. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you call Elias on comms, or do you go physically looking?
I think I step out of the saloon definitely. I definitely step out of the saloon for a minute just to get away from this. Yeah, and call Elias on the comm.
Okay. Yeah, Elias, you hear like a buzz noise And then you hear Copper's voice come over the comm.
I switch it off immediately, hoping that it didn't just tip off Goat Guy.
No, it's not incredibly loud. It's not something that a lot of strangers would hear, but it's something that you could like hear in your pocket.
All right, I answer real quick. What?
So you answered a Copper.
Gobber? What?
Sorry, wow, my ADD, my ADHD. Wow, hold on.
It's
Repeat
okay.
that.
They just responded to you saying what?
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay.
Where are you? Over.
I'll be back in a minute.
Can I get you anything?
No, just make sure that Lucky knows I'm going to get it.
Okay, great. See you soon. Over.
Okay.
All right. And then Copper just kind of like stares at the comm for a second, and then pokes their head back in the saloon. Lucky, Elias is gonna get the thing and bring it back.
Okay. Sure. Like, totally aware of the fact that she feels like she's missing something, but is like, okay.
Just great. Okay.
I'm trailing Govat. I'm waiting to see if I can get him to where he's alone-ish, away, maybe leaving town or something else.
Okay. I will come back to you in just a second. Is Jedediah, you were trying to talk with Ari or just berate Ari?
Oh, a little from column A, a little from column B.
Okay. So Ari's there. Ari's there in his rolling chair, and is like polishing the same glass over and over and over, just trying to not like make eye contact with you.
What? Yeah. Why your legs ain't working?
That's a little offensive.
No, shut up. The reason I'm asking is I've been coming here a while, and I put quite a bit of money in here. Why you ain't use it for something for you?
I don't rightly think that I need fixing. My life's pretty good. I could walk. I could walk if I wanted to. I could get that done, but there's nothing wrong with me. Do you think there's something wrong with me, Jed? Is that what you're saying?
I just assumed you'd want to be mobile and make it easy. I'm
incredibly mobile. I mean, he wheels like back and forth behind the bar. And he says, I don't have a harder time getting around, and legs just seem like a lot of work to. People always talk about how tired their feet are, and my feet don't get tired.
What do you do with all this money?
I just put it back into the bar. It's a family bar, you know. Ari Black Gulch. I believe we've talked about this before. You know.
I don't care.
Okay.
What's your favorite drink?
What I tell you this every time you shoot it down. It's Assassin Splash. It's a sarsaparilla with a little splash of bourbon in it.
It's a stupid ass drink.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I want one. Two. Two.
Okay. Are you going to throw these drinks?
You gonna ask me 30 damn questions, or you gonna make my goddamn drink?
He said, "Oh, okay. I'll do that. And he does. He makes 2 sass and splashes and puts them on a bar.
He's gonna grab only one and then look at the other one.
He winces like you're gonna throw it at him.
He's just gonna look at the drink and then look at him. Look at the extra drink and look at him.
Is it not good?
Don't make me hit you. Just drink the drink.
Okay. He takes it and he like drinks like pours the whole thing down.
He's gonna take a sip out of the one he picked up. It's not as dumb as I thought. And he's gonna drink the rest of it and then go back to drinking his whiskey. Or his what? Yeah, whiskey, yeah.
Ari doesn't say anything. He takes your glass afterwards, and he turns around and like puts them into like a dirty dish cleaner, and just has like a small, soft smile on his face that you can't see.
Yeah.
Also, we found the cat. Does everyone see this? We have a cat.
Yes, I had
Is the
two,
is-
Baby,
two
baby,
redemptions for treats
baby,
for kitties,
baby.
and Molly made her way over as soon as I pulled the treats out. So
baby.
this is Molly. This is gamer cat Molly.
El gato
Hi,
es
Molly.
está aquí. Awesome. Very cool.
I don't know,
Out.
Molly.
Amber like just needs a cat in her life.
My cat is sleeping in the bedroom. I can't get him.
Cat party later. Out in the street, though, Elias. Eventually, you do see Govat, and Govat heads to the outskirts of town, where he has 2 horses that are tied off. He slowly, painfully steps himself up onto one horse, and the other horse, which is laden with several packs, kind of pulls the reins on that one and begins to ride out of town with both. What do you do?
I'm going to let him get a little bit out of town. And once I figure I'm pretty well, clear from sight lines out of town, so is he, I'm going to take a shot.
You're gonna try to kill him?
Yep.
Okay. You can try to do a shooting check here. The risk here is that you're surprised.
All right. And that's going to be a natural 8, sir.
It's an 8? Okay.
That is an 8.
Yep. You shoot him dead. Yep. Govat drops over.
I'm going to walk up. I'm going to grab the suitcase. And, before I grab... Aww. I'm sorry. This just happened.
Now this is just a cat truffle shuffle amalgamation. The kitty shuffle. Amber, make the cat do the truffle shuffle.
At least mine came to say hi, too.
Yes, there's
All
a
right.
viper in the background.
My void sitting back here. I'm going to walk up. I'm going to get the horses tied off somewhere, but I'm going to grab the suitcase that he had just taken from us, and I'm going to walk back to the bar.
Okay. As you go up to him to get the suitcase, you are suddenly grabbed by the ankles, and it's not by his hands, which you can see splayed out, but instead you can see that there are 2 other insect-like hands that unfold from underneath his pack and grab onto your ankles and drag you to the ground. He's bleeding profusely from his chest, and he pulls himself over to you, and he has this giant magnum pistol and kind of like levels that at your face, and he says, "Do you think you're gonna be the only one that's trying to kill Govat? Huh?
I am the one that killed Gavad, and I'm going to shoot him again.
Okay. All right. I would like you to make a shooting check here. The risk here is that he shoots you in the head, because that's where he's at right now.
Ooh,
What you got?
What is it?
that's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay. All right. Yeah. You shoot him again. He's got another bullet right into his chest. And he coughs and he spurts up blood over him. And he says, "You gonna keep trying? You gonna keep trying to kill Joe Gavat? Huh? How about Gavat kills you?" And he starts clicking, and his gun jams. And he throws it to the side, and he like holds on to your neck, and he says, "Why? Why?"
Because you weren't our friend no more!
He wasn't trying
He says,
to
"You-"
use the gun that I stole, was he?
No.
Okay.
And he says, "You can't just kill everyone who isn't your friend. It's not how people operate. You're just like them. You're just horrible people. Horrible." And he like spits.
I'm not horrible anymore! And I really do start screaming at him. And is there a neck? Is there something?
He's like a thick neck.
I want to throttle it.
Just like.
I blind absolute rage at this point. I am not a bad person. And I am going to prove it by ripping his head off.
All right.
I mean, that's right there. That makes sense.
So we hear that voice screaming in the desert, and the camera pans away. And I think sometime later, we see Elias walk back into the barn. Does he have anything with him?
The suitcase.
He's covered in blood.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You guys see Elias come in this way, and I think you notice he comes in because Ari drops a bottle behind the bar. That's more than the usual drip that y'all bring in.
I'm sorry, Ari. I'll pay for the towel. It ain't mine though. It's okay. I'll pay for the towel. So I'm sorry.
His eyes are like really, really wide, and he's looking at Jed, and he's looking at Lucky, and he's looking at Copper.
Hey, Lucky.
Yeah.
And he hands over the suitcase,
Which is also covered in blood and dust.
Lucky kind of takes it like 2 fingers and. Oh, okay. I don't want to know why.
Well, you said that he needed to get his. So I did good, right?
Lucky's
I did good, right, Lucky?
Lucky's gonna come over and kind of pat him on the head. You did great.
You can see like visible sigh of relief and like absolute just okay. If a bird could smile, then Elias would be smiling right now.
I love Elias. He's now my BB.
Lucky or Copper, are you okay?
I was muted. Love that for me. I'm not really quite sure what the hell is happening today, but we're fine. And then I take a long pull from the bottle of just arc fluid and just electrify myself that way.
Yeah, it's every toe and finger and every strand of like scent hair is you can like feel all of it.
Still never got any answers as to what the hell happened that made me feel like I was sent back to my birthplace, but it's fine. It's fine. Not every question has to be answered.
Would I be able to figure that out for them based on my backstory?
Yeah, I think you have a rough idea of what's going on there. Was that some type of weird? The weird was used against Copper.
Copper, what do you mean you were back somewhere?
Yes. I was on the arc wagon trying to fix it because it was going off the rails and smoking, and then all of a sudden there was a man with a glowing red rod on top of the heckin' arc wagon, and he shot me with something, and then I just astral projected? Is that it?
No. So I think what he did. I know that some of the people, like where I used to I knew some people once that could do that and make people feel like real safe and make them feel good about themselves, and it messes with your head, and I think they messed with your head, and that means that he wasn't a good person. So I'm actually really glad that I put him into that wall, and he's now, just kind of a paste.
Great. Yeah. No, that's the worst. Okay. Well, that decidedly makes you not a bad person. If that's what you're concerned about.
Can I hug?
Yes.
And yeah, Elias just goes in for a big old bear hug at that point, or eagle hug. The wings come out and completely envelop you.
The wings.
Robo-bug. Thank you, Seth.
Okay. So some time goes by. Later into the night. Each of you have rooms here at the Black Gulch Saloon. Is that right?
I'm definitely finding a shower / bath, or both.
Yeah, they have like water recyclers here. It's like half water and it's half another chemical that like dissipates really rapidly. And then you all awake in the morning. What do you do at that point?
I'm gonna head downstairs. And is Ari working early?
Yeah, Ari's there, and Ari's giving you. I think that you can tell that Ari's like a little skittish around you now, and says, "Good morning there, Elias."
Hey, good morning, Ari. Can I get breakfast made for everybody? And I start rattling off their favorite things for breakfast.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah. We could do that. Sure.
And can you make sure that the coffee is like double strong? Because I know when Jedediah comes down, he's going to need that double strong. And you got any more of them little pills that makes the head not hurt so bad?
I'm out of those pills right now. I'm sorry, but Copper might have some, possibly. But I can do the rest of it.
All right, that's great. Thank you.
Yep. And he like averts his eyes and kind of slowly wheels. Rolls the chair away.
I am almost like consciously oblivious to how he's acting right now.
Okay. And eventually, everyone wakes and ambles downstairs. Is that right?
Yeah, sounds
okay.
Right.
To which there is a comfy breakfast, and I think that the one thing that Lucky notices is that there is your eyes dart across the room where sitting at a table reading some type of newspaper is a person in like a three-piece suit, like charcoal gray like button suit vest that has like long tails on it. There's like a top hat that's sitting on the table, a cane that's resting alongside it, and then you can see the kind of bluish gray hair and short ears of somebody with like a head of a cat, and a swishing tail that seems to be coming out from the back of that coat. And this is the closest that you've come to seeing a cat here in White Gulch in the entire time that you've been here.
Kitty! I definitely want to try to figure out where it's going and if I can get any closer to it.
Okay. Yeah, this is a chimera sitting at this table, reading this newspaper, and as you kind of like walk by, they turn and they like lock eyes with you, and you make eye contact. What is your body language like in this moment?
It's very much like that of a 6-year-old that's about to touch something that it knows it's not supposed to.
And they fold the paper and they set it on the table and says, "I'm sorry, good day, can I help you?"
I was just hoping that I could scratch behind your ears.
Why? Why would you want that?
Because you look like a kitty.
I look like a kitty, yes, but I am in fact a person, and would like to not be touched if that's all right.
She looks all sad. Yeah, okay.
He says, but I will tell you, I am myself rather fond of kittens, and I do run an adoptive home for kittens. If you would like to visit,
all excited.
if you would like to visit, they do have. We do take volunteers. We do take donations. If you'd like to come and just simply spend time with them, I do think the kittens enjoy that.
She's like, yeah. When can I go? Where is it?
I'm headed back there today. It can be overwhelming. I hope you don't mind. There are a lot, and they do seem to find themselves to us. Currently, we have about 400 odd kittens. Is that overwhelming for you? I know sometimes that turns people away from visiting.
No, I will come help out.
Oh, good. Yes, wonderful. And your name? Your name was?
Lucky.
Lucky. Indeed. Yes. My name is Ezekiel. We'll leave it at that. But yes, I will be heading there shortly. If you would like to ride along, you are more than welcome to.
Guys, we don't have any plans today, do we?
It's a fabulous question. One that I do not know the answer to.
I was gonna say Jedediah is still sleeping.
He's just still knocked out. Okay.
Copper? Copper, are you okay?
Yeah, I also am into kittens.
Lucky, we can. I mean, is that what you want? Is that what you want to do? We can go.
Okay, we're going.
Should we get Jedediah?
Maybe. I don't know. I think he'd scare them.
Do you think maybe like if maybe he got one, maybe that would make him happy?
Oh, we could bring him back a kitten.
It could help him become a gooder person.
And I think if he woke up to a kitten, he might squish it. So that might not be something that we encourage.
Well, would that make him happy?
Squishing a kitten? No.
Oh, okay.
It might make him happy. It would make me very sad.
Oh, okay. Then we'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Like where this is going. Do we have to bring a kitten back to Jedediah? Is that going to be safe?
I will actually say there are no cats allowed here in White Gulch. We're not allowed to have them. I'm sorry.
And why is that?
Ari? Ari, why?
There was an incident a while back where
Incident isn't a word,
Ari,
Ari.
there's not going to be another incident, and I think cats are just fine here.
listen, it's not up to me. I just run this establishment. Why is everyone always angry at me? I just want to be your friend.
How would they know unless you told them, Ari? And you wouldn't tell anyone, would you?
Listen. I wouldn't say nothing because we're friends, right?
We are friends, Ari. I at least I hope you're my friend. You are my friend, right, Ari?
Yeah. I wouldn't say nothing about no cats. I'm just telling you that's
Which means that I don't see a problem at all with us bringing back a kitten or two now, do we?
I'm just telling you it's illegal, and I'm not the law around here. I'm just
And you're not going to let the law know about it, right?
I'm not going to go out of my way to say nothing to nobody about it. That's for sure.
That's because we're friends, right, Ari? Right, Ari?
make. I would love for you to make an intimidation check here.
I just want to point out that in chat, Apache1222 just said kittens before snitches.
I would like you to make an intimidation check here. The risk here is also if we hit 300, I will make a kitty shelter RPG.
Yes.
I'm all about stretch goals. I'm not afraid of doing it, and I am a man of my word. The risk here with this intimidation check is that you lose Ari as a friend.
Okay.
Aww.
So we're going to go with the roll, and that is a 5.
That's a 5. Okay. Instead, he's like, of course we're friends. I do just a lot of things to protect our friendship. And I'm not, if there's a kitten here, I'm not going to say anything to anybody. Especially if it's here, after dark, and comes into the back door when nobody's looking. I'm definitely not going to say anything to anybody about that.
Ari, is there anything I can get for you?
He's like so tight, and he goes, Nope. Just please flush your toilets when you leave your rooms. That's about all I ask.
I'm going to walk over and just give him a hug.
He starts screaming. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm okay though. Thank you.
All right. All right, Lucky, Copper, we going?
We're going.
Yeah, let's go.
Did you guys leave Jedediah there?
Yep.
I think I try to wake up Jedediah, just like...
Oh, okay. Please tell me what this looks like when they open the room to Jedediah's room right now. Give us this mental image.
Well, as soon as they open the door, the room is very clean and smells of potpourri. And Jedediah is just tucked underneath his blanket. No, it is just a mess of a room. He managed to barely get to the bed. He is kind of half sprawled out on the bed, hanging off the bed, and he is just snoring loudly, pretty much face down into the bed.
Is he wearing anything?
His pants are like he tried to take off his pants, but was way too drunk. So they're like pulled down a little bit, and he's just like he has his long johns on underneath, so it's not like he's just got bare booty cheeks out there.
Right,
But,
right.
you know, his pants, it does look like he was like, all right, time to take off my doom.
Okay, so no, given that, Copper's just gonna like tiptoe into the room quietly, just to not, you know, trip on anything or disturb anything of Jedediah's, and just start gently with like a, "Hey Jedediah, we're gonna go on a mission. Jedediah, that we're gonna go. There's gonna be pussies."
Jed, do you give me freedom here?
Sure.
Okay, I would like for this to be a persuasion roll. The risk here is that you wake up Jed from a bad dream.
Ooh.
Oh my fucking god! I rolled a 1.
Yay!
Oh my god.
So at the last utterance of Jed, there will be pussies. What does Jed do?
Oh, McCullen, I'll shoot you in the goddamn neck. And just turns and fires his gun in that direction.
He just shoots in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my! Or do you shoot Copper?
We can roll. I just know that he's having this terrible dream, wakes up and fires. He's not even like fully awake. It's actually like he's firing, you know, when you like swing in your dream,
Right.
you're not meaning to.
I will say you probably wouldn't hit Copper. I'm not going to force that.
All right.
But yeah, you just shoot
It would
a hole in the
probably
wall.
be dangerously close.
Yeah, it's just pew, a hole in the wall right there. Some dust comes out of the ceiling. You, Lucky and Elias, you hear a gunshot downstairs. And Ezekiel, at his newspaper, his eyes just kind of look up to the ceiling. There's like a creaking of wood. And he goes back to his newspaper. Jed, you can see Copper in the room.
Good for stupid. The hell you waking me up for?
We were just gonna go.
Oh, shit.
We
Where
were
the
gonna-
hell did- man.
We were gonna go on another mission. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to say no.
Okay, I'll be here.
But there will be cats.
Are we killing cats? Stealing cats? What? What are we doing?
I have no idea, but I was promised cats. I'll leave you to. You know what? We'll go. Bye. It was good working with you. Bye.
Get the hell out of my
Goodbye.
room.
Yep. And that's exactly how Copper leaves the room. Just kind of like scoots out. Like, just wanted to try. Oh wait, what the fuck am I rolling on? Okay.
Oh.
It's not the cat, is it?
No. No, it's the laptop for the job I quit yesterday.
Oh no! Oh well, then there you go.
Yeah, fuck that place. Okay.
Elias is going to make it up just as Lucky is backing out of the room.
Or as Copper's coming out?
Copper.
Or yeah, Copper's coming out of the room. I've got my rifle with me. What happened? What's going on?
Well, it might just be safe to say that Jedediah won't be joining us on this mission.
Did he shoot at you?
The details are not important.
Elias pokes his head around the door frame. Jed, did you shoot? Did you shoot at Copper?
Sweet boiling Christ, can none of you let me sleep? All right, I'm coming down. He's gonna get up, pull up his pants, and did who do what now?
I don't remember it being that cold last night. Are you coming with us?
So, what? Something about a stupid cat thing? No. We shooting
Lucky
anyone?
wants a cat. We're gonna go get a cat. Come on.
I don't want to do that. No, y'all come back get me when you get a real job.
It's gonna pay us.
How much?
Well, at least the price of a cat.
The price of a cat to get a cat, or we're
Yeah.
getting a cat and then getting paid the price of a cat each?
Which one's better for you?
None of them. Both pay like shit.
Well, that's how you smell right now, so why don't you just go ahead and come on with us?
How about you go do the job and then come back and get me and I'll go?
Well, I mean, that's up to you, but I don't think that's how friends are supposed to act, you know?
Yeah.
Because last I checked, we were pretty good friends, right?
We do jobs together. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good friends. Come on.
I'm not going to no damn cat thing to get, boy. And he's going to walk past him and go down the stairs to get breakfast.
Down there, you see Ari, and Ari's like, I made your favorite breakfast, and the coffee's double strong, just as Elias said. Do you want to play some cards today together?
I
There,
just woke
Jet.
up. Does it look like I want to play any cards, Barney? I just want to eat.
I just thought,
Be left alone.
I thought we had a moment.
What
Yesterday.
the hell is wrong with you? What is?
Well, I just
is
thought.
everybody in this goddamn place crazy? Nobody can let me sleep. Everybody's telling me to go get a damn cat. I don't even like cats. The hell is cats? And then you come wanting to. When the hell did we become best friends? Where the hell is?
Maybe it just happened along the way. You know, sometimes the true kitten is the friends you make along the way.
I swear to God, the next person that comes at me with some stupid shit, I'm gonna shoot. I swear before God.
Lucky, you can see Jed making some type of fuss over at the bar with Ari. What do you do? Lucky.
Lucky is basically just like vibrating with excitement at getting to go. And so is like is just like, oh my God, are we gonna go? Can we go? Let's go. Can we go?
You say that to Jed?
Yeah.
Oh God, what does Jed do?
Lucky. I done told Birdman. I done told Copper. I'ma tell you. And then I don't want to hear about it ever again. Go do the cat thing and leave me the hell alone until y'all get a real job. Do you understand me?
That's you know, that frees us up with some more time to spend together there, Jed. Just you and me here in the bar. And you look around and you can see there's a chimera like cat man in the bar, and you realize that it would be you, potentially this cat man, and Ari.
The hell you need to go anywhere? There's a cat right over there.
He's the one taking us to the cat place.
Oh, good. Then it's just going to be you and me all day then, Jed, and we can really get to know each other. You know, I have a lot of questions, and I thought you'd be pretty interested to know about my life. You know.
He's going to stand up. grab a handful of food, not discriminating what is what, shove it in his mouth, and with a deep and profound hate-filled resignation, look at Lucky and say, let's get this stupid-ass job done before I burn this place to the ground with everyone still inside.
I turn back to the cat man and okay, we're ready to go.
Oh, wonderful. Well, then, shall we be on our way then? And he and all of you mount your horses and you ride out. And it's only, honestly, it's about a 4 or 5 hour ride from here. And you kind of go through a winding, low mountain trail, and you kind of come over this ridge, and you can see there's this like valley there with these kind of like wide fences, like it's a really wide open area, and you can see that Ezekiel pulls his horse up. He says, "Oh, this isn't right. I'm terribly sorry. Something's amiss here."
What you mean, Zeke?
It's Ezekiel, thank you. But there's normally hundreds of kittens here. This is a valley of kittens.
Well, Zeke, I ain't seeing none.
Me neither. I'm so sorry. And he starts trotting forward, getting closer to what you can see looks like a ranch style house. Like it's a ranch. There's like a silo. There's other like little like toys and like little climbable things that are kind of skewed about the area. I just don't rightly understand what's going on here.
So hold on. So let me get this straight. Don't get off his horse. He's gonna point the copper. You wake me up in the middle of a dream. You. He's gonna point to oh my god, I can't remember your name off the top of my head. Hold on, I will get it. Elias. You come harassing me about this stupid ass job. And you, he's gonna point to Lucky, just had to follow the big ass kitten man to get a damn cat. And you bring us out here and there's no goddamn cats to be found? Is that what you're telling me? That you done lost every one of your damn cats, boy?
As he is just going off and he's like looking and pointing at all of you watch as a shadow slowly rises over him. And you can see that behind him, stepping out from behind this large silo, is an amalgamation of roughly 400 kittens melded together into some type of kitten elemental. And it takes a step forward, and it has his last utterances of, "God damn!" There is a tidal wave of kittens that smashes Jedediah to the ground. And then everything goes black. And that is where we're going to stop tonight.
Oh!
No!
Ah!
No!
Wow.
Guess Jedediah should have stayed in bed.
Yep. So I just want the team to know, if Jedediah dies, that's all on your hand.
This would have been better for my Agretsuko Chimera backup character.
Possibly, yeah. Fucking shenanigans. Cool. Well, I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching us, wherever you are. I hope that you enjoyed watching our shenanigans, and this this wild, just bonkers setting that is really further brought to life by these wild characters these people played tonight. Thank you all, and thank you everybody for your generosity. I will definitely be sure to publish the Crashlands now, thanks to all of your support.
Publish.
Oh yeah. Also, looks like we didn't quite get to the full Truffle Shuffle goal. I may consider still making the Truffle Shuffle. And what was the kitty?
The kitty shelter.
The kitty shelter one.
the kitty shelter TTRPG. I may consider still doing both of those. We will see. Especially if I get more support on Ko-Fi. If you do support me on Ko-Fi, you are absolutely welcome to leave a note in there saying that is what you want that money to go to. I will definitely read those. And I will definitely keep that in mind. Outside of that, thank you all. This was a blast. I had a lot of fun running it. I hope each of you guys had fun playing in it. And that's really it for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. Does everybody want to go around and just tell everyone who you are and where we can find you online and anything else that you want to say?
Sure.
All right. Wolfie, let's start with you.
I am Wolfsblood 2012 Wolfsblood here on Twitch and on the Twitchers. It's been amazing. I just want you guys to know that I am a good person.
Oh my God.
Gooder
person. I will vouch for that.
That's it.
I'm so scared.
Amber.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram and whatever the hell. I'm just everywhere. I'm also literally setting up an OnlyFans right now.
Oh.
Basically, I just quit my job yesterday and I need every source of income I can get. But also, I call myself the TTRPG Swiss Army knife because I do a lot of TTRPG editing, writing, social media management, all of it. So please, if you need anything for your TTRPG, hit me up at thespacejamber.cool. That is my website. So thank you for having me, Matt. Thank you for having me again, Luna. It was a pleasure playing with y'all. And Bees and Wolfie, appreciate y'all both.
Awesome. Matt, do you have anything else you would like to add, or?
Yeah. I'm Matt. I'm at Dungeon Matter on Twitter. I make all sorts of TTRPG content. I make D&D classes. I've made this game. I might be making some other weird games here in the future. Who knows? But I'm always around. If anyone ever wants to talk about anything, hit me up.
Chat is demanding a part 2.
A part 2. I will consider a part 2. And I will say, if I hit the 150 goal tonight, before midnight, I will 100% commit to a part 2.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, $50.
Right?
We gotta, resolve the cat ball.
We're gonna keep our group chat open just in case.
Does Jedediah live or die?
Kitty mental.
The kitty
Yes.
mental. Sapphire Roxas says he's already decided to do a part 2. He's melting it now. Just give the man $50. Amazing. Bees.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I have been the residential sourpuss of the night with a secret alcohol-fueled heart of gold. I'm Big Bees. Again, TTRPG guy who does stuff. I usually act in most of them, but I will be DMing soon with the Pokemon TTRP, the Pokemon Aether and Steamworks one-shot that I am almost done. I just got to do a couple more tweaks with mechanics and we should be ready to go. I also do voice acting and pixel art. You can follow me on Twitter at BigBees_ or on my channel at Big_Bees on Twitch. And on there, I just do a lot of variety games, mostly horror games, because people love to scare the shit out of me and have me scream wildly. So, yeah, other than that, oh yeah. $50 tonight. Go. And because everyone is so. Oh, what? Gold Met? Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh snap! Let me see.
Stop it! Really?
Oh my
70.
god!
Oh yeah, Gold Met.
Oh, I officially am making the
there's a
Truffle
part
Shuffle TTRPG,
Yeah,
and I'm going to do the part 2, and then Bees has to do the Truffle Shuffle now.
I'm getting up right now.
It's
Commit.
true.
Commit.
So thank
good.
you all for everything. You're all fantastic, wonderful people. And so for supporting this wonderful man, this beautiful game, and his beautiful ass DMing, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah!
It's awesome.
Yes!
I love it.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's awesome. Oh
There
my
we
god.
go. Thank you,
Thank you.
Matt. This was
Oh.
a blast.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? We never covered. There in this game system, there is a Crashlands
Truffle shuffle?
Hat generator. Hat
There's
generator. Hat
there's
Oh
generator.
a
yeah, the
hat
hat
generator.
generator. Yeah.
that is built into the system, so you can make your very own Crashlands unique, like Western cowboy hat. Why don't everybody quickly read off what your hat that you made for your character was using this?
Oh, that's great. Especially the
Yeah.
way Jedediah has been acting this whole time.
Yeah, Bees, what was yours?
So Jedediah's hat, it was a pink spined, dusty, feathery hat that was folded in the front and sloped.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Lucky, what was yours? Oh, it's like
Mine-
what you're wearing.
It's basically what I'm wearing. It was a domed cap, basically like a pageboy cap, but you have to picture it with a studded brim because the brim was studded and had a feather. It was tan, so yeah.
Sick.
Just FYI, you hit $200,
Are you serious?
Woo!
which also means that
Oh,
we have
my
to do
God.
a super fast giveaway for cookies because I put it in
Oh,
the announcement on chat that we would do a giveaway for a dozen cookies from Critical Hit Cookies.
Oh
So
my God.
let me set
Do
that
it.
up super
Do it.
fast.
Do the thing. You people are crushing my soul right now with your generosity. This is so
I'm
far
telling
beyond
you,
anything I thought maybe there'd be like $10 tonight. You guys have absolutely blown me away. I'm not that good of a DM. This is a fun system. It's not that good. Y'all are crazy. You know what it is? We need to do OnlyFans for Bees'
You
Truffle
guys are
Shuffle.
crazy.
That's what it is. That's where the real money is.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Now-
Thank you. Oh, I got a truffle shovel too.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you do?
I got you. I believe it
Let's
was
stand
that
up.
we both do it at the end.
How? Oh, we're doing
So-
it. We'll do it at the very end.
Yes, at the very
That
end we
works.
will
It'll
both
be the cap.
shuffle, shuffle
We'll
again.
cap it off.
Okay.
Oh my God.
only bees.
Only Bees.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
start an only bees, guys. Don't worry.
oh yeah, that's what I want, baby.
It is just gonna be me doing the truffle shuffle in different places.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I can spell. Hold on.
Oh my god. Well, maybe we'll do further truffle shuffle goals for part 2, which now I am committed to doing. Thanks to all of you. God. So who's getting these cookies?
So I just opened up a quick chat, a quick giveaway in chat! !Enter. Do it now. And we'll draw a winner in just a minute. So everybody hurry up and get your entries in.
wanna
In the
enter.
meantime, I will shout out all the stuff that we have going on here, which is Tales from the Tavern. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, Tales from the Tavern every Sunday night, except for the following week because I'm taking that week off for the holiday. Super fun group tomorrow. Wolf's Blood's going to be back.
Woohoo!
He's coming on tomorrow. Let's see. We have Caffeinated Dan from Creators Assemble. We have Dungeon Glitch Matt making his first appearance tomorrow.
Yes.
And so that's going to be very exciting. And then we have Adam and Kyle coming on from oh my gosh, what the heck is the name of their podcast? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Kyle is from Bombarded. He does the Bombarded podcast. 'Cause
Yes.
You're talking to. Yep.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Adam
Adam.
who is now the
Oh.
Adam Mata on
Yes.
on Twitter is also coming on. So
They're both on great friends on Twitch.
Yes.
They're awesome people. I love them. Follow them. Check them out.
Yes, they will both be on tomorrow night. So that's going to be a ton of fun. And tomorrow night, we're going to do a giveaway for a $25 gift card to Dungeon Glitch's shop, Gemmed Firefly. So you won't want to miss that. You will want to make sure that you are back for that. So, yay! And let's see. I'm trying to think any other news that we have coming up. Let's see. Oh, I start recording with the Tournament of Doors, which is a podcast, 5e podcast. I actually start recording with that next weekend. And yeah, that will be exciting. So once that gets released, I'm super excited for that. I'm playing a Tabaxi monk. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played a lot of 5e since it came out, actually. It's all been one-shots and stuff. And
we're gonna change that.
Yeah.
'Cause I make a lot of homebrew 5e.
You do make a lot of... I own it, actually. I own the Siphoner, which is a class that Matt wrote, so definitely check that one out. I think that's all the exciting news I have going on right now. So really quick, I am going to say just another second to draw in entries, and then we'll pick a winner. I think we have 10 seconds left until it closes, so get your
Can we hear Amber and Wolf's hats real quick before you pick your winner?
Yeah. Yay. Okay, so I actually did go over Copper's hat earlier. It was the brown dipped with a buckle and a neck strap and a bowl brim. But I think I prefer my hat for my second character, Quill. She would have had a blue tall hat with a feather and an eye accent with a tricorn brim. So,
Hell yeah. In this game, people die. Like, this is a pretty brutal game. I'm surprised nobody died that we know of today. But I had each of the players make a backup character just in case, because that stuff happens.
And then for Elias, I'm actually wearing an extra wide brim hat with a cactus blossom that's on it. However, the hat is actually made of spectral stuff. So I am basically wearing a ghost on top of my head in the shape of a hat.
I love that so much.
Super good. There are so many hats people can make.
I know. I love it. I love the whole thing. It's so great.
Who's got these cookies?
Let's find out who has won the cookies. The cookies are going to Dagger68.
Yeah.
So,
Yay!
Dagger, if you want to send me, I'm Gamer Mom Luna on Twitch. You can send me a whisper. I just need your address, and I will send you. It's just criticalhitcookies.com. You can pick any of the flavors, and you'll get a dozen of those as soon as possible. So yeah, cool. All right, let's go send a raid off to somebody. Let's see who's around.
Oh wait, we got a truffle shuffle real quick.
Oh yeah, you do. I will pick somebody, and then you guys
do not take that from us, Luna.
I'm not going to. Go.
Give the people what they want.
I gotta see Only Bees one more time.
Yeah, Only Bees. Onlybees.com. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn. So good. Oh man, we're
I
cornering a real niche market of the Twitch community right now.
We're getting into the darker side of Twitch right now.
It's the terms and conditions right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nailed.
Pretty much.
You're muted, Beast.
Beast.
I've been muted this whole time. You know how Twitch has the hot tub streamers? Luna's gonna start the truffle shuffle streamer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It's true.
There's gonna be a new category. I'm gonna do a 4-hour stream of just truffle shuffling.
It's truffles from the tavern, baby.
Yes, truffles from the tavern. Yes.
All right. we are gonna go raid a super sweet friend of mine. We're gonna go say hi to Bose Bailey. She is a member of my community on Twitch. She is currently playing some Animal Crossing, and so show her some love. Tell her who sent you, and we will catch you all tomorrow night at Tales from the Tavern. I hope you all have a great evening, and we will see you all soon.
Yeah.
Bye.